Are you guys struggling with Google Ads? Are you paying marketing agencies too much or not getting the results you want? Well, I built an entire 4-hour course completely for free. Keep watching. What's up, guys? My name's Andrew. I'm a serial entrepreneur, a software engineer, and an ex-junk removal business owner. I started a junk removal business as a stepping stone to return to my passion of technology and apps. I invite you guys to stick around, hang out, follow me on my journey from recently selling my junk removal business to building a $1 billion home services app. Today, we are going to start going over Google Ads. So what we're going to do is we are going to be covering setting up the campaign itself, the Google Ads campaign. We're going to do some keyword research. We're going to build a landing page, and then we're going to set up conversion tracking. But in this video, we're going to do an overview. I'm just going to kind of show you what we're going to do, the services or products that we are going to use, and just kind of go over everything. We're going to build a new campaign. As you can see here, let's go to all campaigns. You'll see I have 3 campaigns. Their budget $700 a day, $500 a day, and $500 a day. So if I were to max out, I'd spend $1,700 a day. The most I ever usually spend is probably $1,300, $1,400, $1,500 a day. On average, if we go look at today right now, we'll refresh, 743. You'll see that it spent $500 so far, 32 clicks, 12 conversions on the Los Angeles campaign, San Fernando Valley, 222, 8 conversions, Ventura, barely any searches in Ventura right now, which is really annoying, but you'll see that conversion rate of almost 35% with a $50 conversion. And if you look at yesterday, you'll see a $55 conversion. If you look at the last 7 days, the more data it compiles, it averages out. 6,380 with an average conversion of 58, an average conversion rate, cost per conversion, with a conversion rate of 32%, meaning 10 clicks, 3 people who call is a 30% conversion, or submit a phone call or email lead. I'm actually going to do another video that kind of goes over all this, but I have some really good ones on my YouTube channel that you should watch. So we have campaigns, guys. We're going to build one campaign. So we're going to pretend, or not even pretend, maybe I will just build another campaign. I'll probably do another campaign in Los Angeles. And inside the campaign, we're going to have ad groups. So we're going to build a couple ad groups, the ones that are the most converting, which is going to be like junk removal, junk hauling, furniture removal, and stuff like that. Inside the campaign, inside the campaign, we have a whole bunch of ad groups. So let's just go into junk removal campaign. You'll see there's a bunch of keywords, right? And yeah, so we're going to set up ad groups. Then under the ad groups, you're going to have ads. Okay, so each ad group has ads. So fence removal, you'll see fence removal. If we do furniture removal, that's going to be a furniture removal ad. So all these ads, are relevant, contextual to that ad group. And then that goes to a website. Here's a landing page right here. If we shrink it down, this is what you'd see on the phone. So this is my landing page. It converts very well. Some people have better landing pages that look nicer. This seems to do very well. And you guys know I talk a lot about Google Ads management, and I use ClickSkeet. They work great for me. I know some people have not had as good as results. Some people are doing very good with them. I am doing great with them. There's a lot of other ad management companies, and we'll go over all of them. Actually, I'm going to show you each one. You kind of pick one that you want. But also in this course, we're going to be doing it ourselves. We're going to use something called Unbounce, which is the most affordable landing page builder. Now, here's the thing, guys. We're going to use Unbounce, ClickSeat, and CallRoute. Okay, so this pricing is $100. Okay, so Google Ads Management is $450 with ClickSkeet, right? Unbounce is $100 a month, plus click fraud protection is $69. CallRail is $45. So we got 100 plus 69 plus 45. So you're going to spend $214 a month to run your ads. However, there is another solution. That's WordPress. WordPress we can get as cheap as $5 a month. And then one of the plugins we'll need is going to probably be $50, one-time fee. But I'm not going to do WordPress yet. WordPress is a lot higher of a learning curve. It's going to be way more annoying. But I am going to do that video series later. But in order to jump in immediately, the fastest is going to be Unbounce. I'm going to try to look for a cheaper solution. Leadpages.com is more expensive. This is one of the industry standards. Oh, shit. Wait, hold on. I'm tripping out. Products. Okay. I'm going to do some research. We might be able to use Lead Pages. Oh, I'm thinking of Instapage. Instapage
Okay, so Instapage is the expensive one. This is the one, like, if you have clients and you're building landing pages, $2.99 a month. Lead pages, integrations, analytics, Google Tag. Okay, you know what? We're going to use lead pages then instead of Unbounce. I didn't realize that Unbounce was more expensive, so we're going to use lead pages since this is $50 a month, and you get a free trial for 14 days. So don't start this until you're ready to actually build out your landing page and really dial in. I would recommend doing everything first and then this last, so you can enjoy 14 days of your free trial, so that we can knock this out in 2 days and you can at least get 12 days of free service and see how you like it. Those are the big ones. Unbalanced lead pages, Instapage, and then WordPress is the ultimate cheapest, but there's a bigger learning curve. Now, you don't need ClickCease right away. You don't need call tracking right away, but I highly recommend call tracking and ClickCease for click fraud. Now, Google has their own fraud protection, right? People say that this company helps blacklist IP addresses and reduce click fraud and all kinds of stuff. Now, I do use them because ClickGeeks integrates them and says that they're a must use. And sometimes in the beginning when I was running my own ads, I did feel like I was getting click fraud. I could have sworn it just felt like I was just getting a bunch of clicks and people messing with me. So I would recommend it. But like I said, if you're going to run your own ads, even if we go the cheap WordPress way, and WordPress is $5 a month, you buy the plugin for $50. It's a yearly fee, $50. So whatever that breaks out to. So $5. Yep, $4. So $4 a month. So you're looking at $10 a month for WordPress, and then you're still going to need CallRail for 45. So that's 55 plus 69. You're still going to be paying $124 a month to run your own ads. Okay, guys. Versus a management fee. There's a lot of Google Ads management. I'll tell you right now. ClickSeek is $450. Other ad companies are like $1,000. I know JRA is like $1,000 to $1,500 to run your ads. Top Dog, I think, is like $1,000. If you take ClickSeek at $450 and you subtract the 124, I mean, $326 a month for them to run it. But I will tell you this, it's not a bad idea to learn how to run your own Google Ads, especially if there's some things that we can do to kind of ensure you get the highest converting keywords. Like, we're not going to bid on all kinds of crazy keywords. We're going to bid on the ones that we know convert the best and they're hot buyers. So we're going to start with lead pages. Let's just close Instapage. We're going to definitely integrate CallRail. We're going to definitely integrate ClickCease. You don't have to do that if you're penny pinching and you want to, you don't have to. But it looks like the monthly you get one site. You don't get a free custom domain. That kind of sucks. Wait, can you? Oh, okay. So you are going to need to buy a domain if you want to do this. Online sales, unlimited. Okay, I mean, this is fine. So we'll start this one for free. I'm just going to sign up. Oh, no. I've already used my free. Okay, it looks like I have to react. It looks like I want to pay right now, which is fine. But after all that, guys, we're going to set up conversion tracking, which conversion tracking we're going to do within Google Ads. We'll generate a tracking code. Okay, we'll get into that later, but we're going to get our tracking code. Then we're going to create some conversions up here. Here it is, new conversion action. So we're going to make all these conversion actions so we can actually track the conversions and run our Google Ads successfully. I hope you're excited. There's a lot to go over. We're going to be going over a lot inside Google so you guys can understand. And you guys, by the time we're done, you're going to be Google Ads pros, and you're going to understand Google Ads, and you're going to know everything. So really excited, and let's get this party started. Let's go through an overview of Google Ads. There's a lot going on here. You're not going to see this yet because we haven't built the campaign. You will see this stuff after you go through the course and you build out the campaign. So you may not see this yet. Just bear with me and come back to this video if you need after you're done building the campaign. But there's a lot to go through, and nobody's going to be a complete Google expert. Nobody's going to know everything about Google Ads. Nobody possibly can. But I've been around the block for a while. I know a little bit, so let's rock and roll, guys. Let's first start with the layout. If any of you are familiar with Google products in general, you have up here your user account. It doesn't matter what Google product you're in, but this is associated with your Gmail, your Google Sites, your Google Docs, your Google Drive. So you can always click here and switch account. If you're into the wrong account, you'll see how many accounts that I have. Sometimes you'll accidentally swap between accounts when you're going to your Google business profile, your Google local service ads. You always want to make sure you're in the correct account. Right now we are using this account.
Up here you have your account that you're logged into, your Google Ads ID. This is what it should look like unless you're on the new layout. Google has implemented a new design that I don't have access to on this account, but I have access to on my other account. If you see the old design, guys, here, let me just show you the switch. Sorry. So here's the new design, guys. They just kind of moved everything around. If you see this, since I'm in the old design, we're going to go to the old design. Appearance up here, and you can use previous design. Okay, guys? So that is how you can have what I have. I like the new design visually, but I like where the menus and items are laid out better in the old design. But okay, let's get started, guys. Up here, we have notifications. Half of this shit you are going to ignore. We're going to go through redundant keywords and all this stuff later. The recommendations that they give you, you're going to usually ignore most of them because Google's using its AI, and generally the AI is doing its best. It's like, add these keywords, but sometimes you don't want to add those keywords because you know that those keywords are bad. You're not going to use the recommendations all the time. Look at them, but most of the time we're going to ignore their recommendations, okay? But we have notifications. The recommendations might pop up here. Help section, refresh when you want to refresh to see how much you've spent and get the updated data. Tools and settings. You've got everything up here. Keyword planner is pretty much all we'll use over here. Maybe the ad preview and diagnosis we will use. Shared library. We don't use anything over here except for, yeah, shared. We're not going to use anything. Not even the negative keywords are right here. So yeah, we don't use anything under shared library, guys. Bulk actions, you're not going to be doing anything with bulk actions. We're not fancy or crazy. We're not doing anything too insane. So I don't ever use these tools. Measurement, yes, you're going to be using Google Analytics and conversions, conversion tracking. You will learn how to do this in the course. You will get set up with conversion tracking. Setup, access to security, yeah, if you ever hire a company and you want to give them access. Google Tag, you're only going to install the Google Tag one time. So in terms of setup, business data, no. Preferences, you're going to set contact information. Probably need to do that. I guess I might as well just put this in really quick. Let's keep the same email. Okay, that's all we need. So do that. Not much under here, guys. Google Merchant. You're not going to touch any of this stuff up here except for conversions. Google Analytics. We'll go to the Google Analytics tool, which we are still collecting data from. No data received yet, so we got to be patient on that. Where were we? Tools. None of this. None of this. We're not going to really touch any of this except billing. You're going to love paying Google. And we're going to make sure that we do the best to make sure you spend the least amount to get the best results. But it is expensive to run Google Ads, which is why I recommend you have a certain amount of money before you start. That's really it, guys. In terms of these menus up there, there's not much action up there. The goods are on the dashboard. I like the dashboard. This is what I look at. This is a horrible conversion rate, but that's because we're bidding at the lowest possible click. I don't even know how we're getting any visitors or clicks right now because I have it set so low. So right now I'm kind of tweaking and managing the campaign. We're going to go through that. So this is your overview. I always start up here, okay? And I always look at the last 7 days. Obviously you want to see your ad spend for today. This is your calendar to trigger the data down here. So if we do today, this is going to be data all for today, okay? All of this data is for today. Like you'll see one click total, you'll see the 82% mobile phones, tablets. Yeah, wow, that's all mobile phone, crazy. Okay, so we're going to go all time. Check it out. We have like barely anybody is on the computer, right? It's all mobile. And I don't know if I excluded desktops. I might have, but if I excluded desktop, this shouldn't show up at all. But you can see that most of these searches are on mobile phones, guys. And you can tell this is for all time. So just to get better data, let's switch to my account really quick. The reason why
I like to show an entire week or month after looking at your ad spend for day. You can look at your conversion rate, your cost per click, your cost per conversion, but it doesn't give you the full story because some days are worse than others. Some clicks are more expensive, some clicks are less. It just depends. So looking at today, your cost per conversion can be bad some days. It can be really good some days. You can get shitty calls some days. It just depends on the day and the people who are calling, how much the clicks are costing. So some days could be worse than others. That's just what it is. There's no way around it, guys. You can't control what people are feeling that day when they're calling, and the weather, the economy. I mean, there's all kinds of factors going into how much it's going to cost, how many people are bidding against each other, how many people are searching that day. Sometimes I get days where people are just price shopping all day. It's some people, I close 50 phone calls a day. So I never look at the metrics for the day, ever. You always look at least at the last 7 days of data, and you can get a better overview, a bird's eye view of how it's actually performing over time. So you can see the cost per click averages $20 a click. We average a 35% conversion rate. We average a $54 cost per conversion, and I've spent $6,500. If we look at the last 30 days, it's even better, right? I have spent $28,000. I have $52 in conversion, 35% conversion rate, $18.44 a click. So you always want to average it out. And you can see all this data down here, guys. Top searches. You can see which keywords are performing the best. We can sort by clicks, average cost per click, but let's go conversions. Okay, so we can see how many conversions in each one, negative keywords. So let's go back to overview. Recommendations, guys, like I said, recommendations are not always good recommendations. You can see how other people are advertising against you. You can see where you stand with your impression share. Impressions are the amount of people who just see the ad. It just means the page loaded. It doesn't even mean they read it. I might go type in junk removal. All these people just got impressions, all of them, right? Junk knockers, 1-800-GOT-JUNK. What if I didn't read those? I just skimmed by it, right? I didn't even read. That's an impression. What if I'm just doing this? All impressions. Anyways, that's an impression. It shows you how you're ranking. 66%, 1-800-GOT-JUNK, 57%. You can look at all this data, guys, and you can kind of see where you sit, your impressions, biggest changes, examples of your top signals for your bid strategy. So this is what Google does, guys. This is what Google thinks makes the most sense for you. And this happens over time. Your campaign is less likely to convert on weekends, 2 to 10, your smart bidding strategy. See, this is what Google does. Ad performance across devices. Decent amount of people on computers here, 20%, 25%, 23%. But guys, this is your dashboard. Shows you everything that's going on, bird's eye view. I generally don't pay too much attention to this because I go into the campaigns and look at the keywords and see which ones are converting. But this gives you a nice little overview of this stuff up here. We're going to switch back to the main account, or not the main account, but the new account that we're working on. So guys, up here you have the metrics that you can show. I personally like to see clicks, conversions. You want conversions all, and cost per conversion right here. That just tells us our conversion cost. And this is how you change what metrics you want to see. If you want to see your clicks, your impressions, you can see the amount of conversions, which we have here. You see you want to select all. We have specific ones down here that we've created, but you want all. They all count. Lead forms, phone calls, call extension, whatever. And yeah, you can just kind of see this phrase match got 7 clicks at 11% CTR, click-through rate. We can go over all of these terms too as we keep going through this video. But yeah, guys, the overview is pretty self-explanatory. It's kind of cool to see. As you can see, we had search partners on by accident. We do not want search partners because way less quality of traffic and clicks. Yeah, that is that page. Recommendations will be its own video because they make some absurd recommendations sometimes, and I just want to make sure we spend a video going through this. Insights and reports will be the one that we look at the most. Auction Insights is cool just to kind of see how you compare against other people. We're going to go to my account, guys. We need data. Let's look at the last 7 days of data. Okay, guys, and let's go to the old appearance in case that's the one you see. I'm just sending to the previous. Okay, cool. So you see how this says explore the new design? Yep. So insights, that's cool. I guess kind of see how you're doing. I've generally come to understand that you have your ups and downs. You have your economy, you have your weather, you have your natural bid war, you have supply and demand. I have bad days, I have amazing days. It balances out over 30 days. Once you fine tune your ads and the ball is rolling, you can always keep trying to tweak, add new keywords, remove bad keywords, keep trying to make your landing page better. Honestly, I probably should work on the landing page and try to make it a little bit better. But at the end of the day, once your landing page is set and you got it as good as it can be, at that point, it's up to the phone salesperson. It's not much to do. So I just go with the flow because you're going to have ups and downs and weather and all that stuff. So it is what it is. But our month overview, check it out. Like, this is how it looks. So your insights, guys, check your insights. I really don't pay too much attention to this stuff anymore. I kind of pay attention to just the cost and the cost per conversion. But let's move on so you guys can understand the dashboard or the entire system. Auction insights shows how you rank against everybody else on Google. As you can see, you have your impression share, your overlap rate. Overlap rate is, I don't know why it doesn't show, but it shows how much of the impressions we're getting versus everybody else. We're getting a very high impression share. We are showing up 63% of the time. My top of page rate is 82%. Search absolute top impression rate is a percentage of showing the very first ad. Okay, only 37% of the time. I wonder how I can increase that. So it's like I get more impressions. So this is stuff you can look at, guys. I'm going to see what I can do to probably increase my cost per click, to be honest. But you got to be careful with that stuff. But this is cool to just see who else you're up against. You can see they're all big dogs. You know, there's a couple, their impression share is very low, these guys down here. So I'm pretty much up against these 4 people. Search terms is where the magic is at. Last 7 days, and this is something I've been kind of slacking on that you are not going to slack on because my campaign has been running for almost 2 years, literally. I switched Google accounts because I lost access to my old Google account, so probably a year and a half with this one, or almost a year and a half that this campaign's been running, just autopilot. But search terms is what people are searching. So let's just come down here. And you can see it tells you the match type. We go over this in other videos. It shows you if it's added, if it's into your negative or positive keywords. It shows you which campaign the search term showed up for, the ad group. So honestly, I'm going to minimize these. I don't really care too much about this right now. Clicks is what we want. So we're going to sort by clicks. And now we can see over the last 7 days. Actually, let's just do last 14 days. Okay. We got the obvious, junk removal Los Angeles, junk removal got junk removal near me. So we can see what people are searching. Now, why this is important is because some of these keywords you're going to start showing up for that you're like, oh, fuck, no, I do not want to show up for that keyword. Or, oh, that's a good keyword idea that I should have been adding and tracking. Furniture removal near me is a close variant, which is not in my ad group, which it should be. So what you can do, and we're going to go over this later, is these keywords you're showing up for. You might want, oh, I got to add this keyword. Yes, you're showing up for it right here, but you're not targeting it in your ad group, so you can track it. You can see better in your ad groups rather than it just showing up in search terms. We want to actually target it so that you're more likely to show up, and we can actually track and measure the performance, and you can even, make sure we're bidding on this keyword. A lot of these are good, but look at this. Who picks up old appliances? Might not want to do that. They might not be a hot buyer, right? But maybe you do want to bid for that. Let's try to find some bad ones that we shouldn't be showing up for. So all this got junk cost, I bid on these keywords because I feel like maybe it's worth that I can convert them over. It's worth a shot, right? It's been doing well so far. Let's look for some bad keywords. Let's do 500 keywords. Mini fridge, single item. City. I shouldn't even be showing up for city. So we're going to put this in. This is in our new ad group. So city should be a negative keyword, guys. City, county, state, they think it's free. So you can see these are on the negative keywords. Some of these are negative keywords. So all these are okay so far, but you're going to go through this every day, guys. So search terms is very important. This is really the most important thing that I look at under insights and reports. Scrap pickup. They are probably going to think for free. We don't want that. So what we're going to do is, I'll just do this right now. I'll just give you a quick example. I'm going to add this as a negative keyword to campaign, right? And we want to add this to all the campaigns. But for now, we're just going to add this keyword. Actually, I'm going to go do negative keywords later. But this is how you would do that, guys. Is you would go through every day for a month, and then your campaign will start being perfected. You're going to like work on your landing page. You're going to add negative keywords and add positive keywords. This is how important the search terms section is, and you do this every day to make sure you're not showing up for garbage things and you're paying for keywords you don't want to show up for. So that's insight and reports. Campaigns. This is how you get an overview of all your campaigns. You're going to be running one campaign, though, that we build out. That campaign will be comprised of many ad groups. Guys, we are in the last 14 days. That's fine. You'll always have your calendar up here so you can choose the range. Maybe you just want to see today, so we can see all the stats down here for today. But I'm going to do last 7 days. So actually, let's just do today. I'm curious. I haven't looked at my stuff for today. So you can go look at this. You can go left and right. You can even adjust the columns. You can do whatever you want. Campaign type, search. I don't need campaign type. I don't need optimization score. Let's see. Can I get rid of optimization score, campaign type, bid strategy type, conversion rate, conversions. Yep, I like all this data. Okay, so these are the stats. Don't need that. Shrink budget down. We know the budget. So we have our clicks, guys. Look at this campaign has 6 clicks so far. LA has 5 clicks. Limited by search volume, guys. That means your campaign's reached its limit. That just means there is no more available traffic. This is a better screen for when you have multiple campaigns. You're only going to have one campaign in the beginning. You can see your clicks, your impressions, your CTR, which is your click-through rate, how many people click versus the impressions. So look, we do 1 divided by 33. That gives us 3.03. Let's try Los Angeles. 5 divided by 194 gives us a 2.58%. Okay, so 6 divided by 62. 9.68% click-through rate. And like I said, remember, impressions, guys. An impression just means the page loaded. If they load it and they refresh, that's 5 impressions. These are not unique impressions. Just a little side note. Your average cost per click is exactly what it sounds like. Somebody clicks it, it costs you, and like I say all the time, do not just go by today. $29 per click. Average out over 30 days, okay? Like I just did that, 30 days, okay? Because that is the true number based on an average of data, So we are averaging $22 a click, but I'm going to go back to today. So these 6 clicks cost me an average of $29 and totaled $175 with a conversion rate of 33%. But look, hold on, look at what it says. It takes up to 1 day after impression for most of your conversion data to be reported. You will not know all of the conversions until the next day. So let's go to yesterday. Yesterday we had a total of 17 conversions at an average of $59 a conversion. That is baller status right there, guys. And I spent a total of $1,000. Okay, so that is your conversions, the amount of conversions, your conversion rate, and your cost per conversion. But here's where you can quickly edit your daily budget for the campaign. You guys will probably have only one campaign in the beginning. A campaign is generally related to a certain topic like junk removal to a certain 30-mile radius. You may want to cover a larger radius if you're like kind of in the middle of nowhere and you need to kind of expand all the way out. But generally, if I was doing a junk removal campaign, I would have a campaign for junk removal in Los Angeles, another one in Ventura, another one in San Fernando because they're such big areas. And then if I were to start like a cleaning campaign, I'd have a cleaning campaign for Los Angeles. etc., etc. I am doing the cleaning business and trying to make the cleaning business its own empire. It's a whole new Google account. If you're kind of like starting a little side sister company and it was just a little extra thing that you were doing, or maybe moving, you were trying to add moving to your junk removal business, I'd probably add a moving campaign in this account. You know, I wouldn't start like a whole new Google account to start a whole new moving company unless you were trying to like build a standalone moving company. I would only do a new account in that case. So you can edit your budget from right here, your daily budget, which you obviously set up in the beginning of the campaign. What's really cool is when you have this limited by budget, that just lets you know there's more that you can spend, meaning more traffic. When you're limited by search volume, you've hit the ceiling, which is one of those unfortunate things, guys. When you hit the ceiling of how much you can spend, the only other options are Facebook, Yelp, and growing organically. SEO, but at the end of the day, if you're bidding, you'll be at the top of SEO, so that's good. Yes, you'll get more traffic because you'll be on the first page and constantly. While, you know, these ads are rotated, you know, they're trying to split it between multiple competitors, trying to share the traffic. But yeah, it's going to be other forms of advertising. Once you hit your search volume, you're capped unless you expand your radius. But if you already have a big radius, you got to just do a new campaign in a different location, which probably means launching another truck. And of course, you can get to your campaign settings right here too. Your campaign settings are what? Your budget, your goals. So, you know, we use our campaign goals here, which has our conversions. You see we have 3 conversion actions under the Los Angeles campaign. You know, it's tied to those conversion actions, basically. The goal is those conversions, phone conversion, lead conversion. Google Search Network, we only want to be on these networks, so you can see all your settings, your budgets, your locations. It kind of shows the locations you've added, the locations you've excluded, kind of like a high-level overview. And of course, your bid strategy, which, you know, you have a whole bunch of different bid strategies here, conversions, clicks. Once Google gets more data on you, it starts to recommend things. And of course, we've got start date, end dates, broad match. Of course, never use broad match. And you have your landing page. And what's under additional? Stuff you don't need to worry about. IP restrictions. This will be usually generated by ClickCease, which we'll get into click fraud later. And that is campaigns, guys. That is how you access your campaigns. If you click a campaign, it'll go into the campaign and you'll see your ad groups, which you can see ad groups over here. But yeah, let's just click into Los Angeles. What's cool is now we are in our campaign. We'll see all of our ad groups, guys. You can hit your ad group settings. We're going to actually dive into furniture removal once we get there. I want to see what keywords we have in there. You know, you can see your target CPA, ad, just your basic settings. But remember, guys, ad groups are inside of campaigns. Ad groups are a compilation of keywords, a bunch of keywords inside of the ad group, okay? So we're just going to dive into furniture removal in a second, but it's the same thing. Now, what you need to know about this, if there's 20 keywords in furniture removal, it is showing the conversions across all of those keywords. It's averaging out the cost per conversion. It's averaging out the clicks, averaging out the impressions, averaging out everything inside furniture removal. So as you can tell, it's very important that the keywords are related to the ad group, because let's say I put a keyword inside furniture removal called shed removal, and we get a bunch of conversions for shed removal, and we get a bunch of conversions for furniture removal. You could see how that would fuck up the furniture removal. It just wouldn't make sense, because you'd think this ad group is related to furniture removal. However, you got a whole bunch of clicks and conversions of shed removal. So it's very important when you go into furniture removal. So we're going into the ad group now, which brings us into the keywords inside the ad group. Get rid of couch, furniture removal company. Surprisingly, there's only 4 keywords. There should be more. But you can see the clicks and all this stuff of all the keywords inside this ad group. These are exact matches. That is how granular you can get. So when you're on the overview and you have, yesterday was we're in one campaign. Okay, so let's go to all campaigns. This is taking all of the data from the hundreds of keywords from the 3 campaigns, from 50 to 100 ad groups to the hundreds of keywords, and just averaging it out. But as you dive in deeper into your campaigns, so let's just stick with one campaign though, because let's just see how this campaign did, right? How did this campaign do? So yeah, Los Angeles spent $729. So look, I can go to a specific campaign, Ventura. $148 yesterday. San Fernando Valley, $133. And Los Angeles, $729. 13 conversions with a conversion rate of 38%. $21 on average cost per click. $729 ad spend. Conversion rate's good. What's the cost per conversion? Let's check that out. What's my cost per conversion? $56, about average of what it costs for a Google lead in California. So when you go into these ad groups, the campaign is taking all this data and averaging out your your cost per conversion, but you can go into the ad group, into the specific keyword, and see which ones are converting best. So you can really fine tune things over the course of a month. So as you can see, this is why it takes time. So you can be like, over the last 7 days, how has this been doing? Get rid of old furniture is doing great. It is converting at 32%. Its average cost per click is $15. Okay, so cost per conversion, $49. Let's do all time. Get rid of furniture. It's averaging $52. Furniture average. So you can see each keyword, what its cost per conversion costs. Now, in all my previous Google videos, do you see why I say you need data? If you do not have data and you're not tracking conversions, you do not know how well it's performing. Like, these conversions are good. Let's go to junk removal. And this is all time, guys. This is just 2 years of data. And that's good, because the longer the time horizon of the data, the more data you have, you know what you can kind of do, what needs to go, what doesn't need to go, because you can't just take, some weeks are off, some weeks are on, sometimes it's more expensive, sometimes it's less expensive. You need to average it out over as long as you can. That's why we say you need more data and a month of data so you can actually do what makes sense. We kind of know, like, okay, this keyword's actually good. It wasn't just a fluke. It wasn't the economy. It wasn't overbidding that week. Whatever reason why the shit's fluctuating everywhere. So you need to really fine tune these keywords. And if your conversion rates suck on good keywords, you need to work on your landing page, and we'll do that too. Look at junk removal. Conversion rate 37%, cost per conversion. So these are all good. Let's sort by best to worst. Junk removal, I'm surprised junk removal near me only converts at 21%. How much have I spent on cost? Surprisingly, not a lot. Conversion rates are high, but let's look at cost. Sort by total cost spent, you know? We spent the majority of the money right here. Junk removal near me, junk removal service, junk rubbish removal. Okay, these are all good keywords. The only one that's not converting too well, but we barely spent any money there. I was on a different Google account prior to this, but over the last, let's just call it a little over a year, that's not a very popular keyword. So I'm going to keep this, because if I've only spent this much and I'm converting 13%, there's a chance this made me more money, right? So let's go to another ad group, guys. Let's try the 1-800-GOT-JUNK. This is a relatively new ad group. Let's check the cost per conversions. I haven't spent much money here though, right? 1-800-GOT-JUNK pricing. Okay, here. So Got Junk converts really well, surprisingly. I need to talk to my phone agents and see how often we lose a customer because they're looking for Got Junk. But let's check conversion rates. Let's go to the worst ones down here. Honestly, these are all pretty decent keywords that we're targeting. And if you see, we've spent a total of $9,000 and we're converting them, you know, but like, even when people type in prices, 1-800-GOT-JUNK prices, 50% conversion. The people who type in cost and prices, they might be keyword shopping, but you also have the opportunity to close them. So this is kind of up to you guys if you want to put a negative keyword for cost and prices. But this is how you dig into ad groups and you understand what's going on your keyword data. And you kind of just have to pay attention, guys. This is why you hire a management company, because you have to do this every day on top of running your junk removal business. Let's go back to, okay, so where were you guys? Let's do yesterday's data. Okay, we are inside. Okay, let's go back to a campaign. We've got ad groups. So that is how ad groups work. Let's do last 30 days. Let's kind of see what ad groups are spending money really quick, so you can kind of see which ad groups are performing. But guys, you can see over the last 30 days, we've spent $263. The average conversion rate of
price, it looks a lot lower. Now let's go back to the campaign level, ad groups. So if you look at right here, you can see the conversion rate. Ooh, let's just do last all time. The conversion rate is pretty, look at that, prices. This might be worth pausing. You might lose some calls, but look, I'm spending $17,000 for a 13% conversion rate. The fence removal, barely spent any money here though. Appliance removal, 22% conversion rate. These are, anything above 20 is great, but 13% fence removal, I didn't spend any money there, so it's no big deal over all time. But over $7,000, $63 cost per conversion, but we're only converting 13%. See, the cost per click is a lot lower because they're just price shopping. They're not calling, but the people who do call, you know, maybe they are. I don't know. This is something you guys need to determine on your own, what you want to keep and not keep. There's a lot of data to take in. Moving on, that is ad groups and keywords inside of the ad groups. Okay, that is the overview of that. The next thing you must understand is there are ads associated with each ad group. Let's start with junk removal. Okay, let's just jump into a junk removal ad group, right? We got the campaign up here, the ad group up here. You can also go over to, if you're in this mode, the homepage mode, you can select the campaign, or you got campaigns to the left. Then you can click into the campaign Los Angeles. Then we're in, or you just up here, or down here. So junk removal, let's cost. Bada boom. Now we are in the ad group, as you can see right up here. Inside an ad group, you have ads, okay? That's why I wanted to go into the ad group first, so you can just see the ads associated with this ad group. You'll see that we have 6 ads. Now in our demonstration, we only made 1, but you can see these are the only 2 ads running right now and the conversion rates for these ads. So we copy this one in a program because this one does the best, right? So these are the ads that are running, and it does the same thing, guys. It shows you how well that ad is performing. It's really cool. You can have Google rotate these ads and show you the best one. It'll display the best one for you automatically. So you just need to pay attention to the conversion rate. Anything over 20% is good. You want to try to get 30, around the 30s. If you have those keywords dialed in and you are not hitting over 20% conversion rate, you need to work on your ad copy. The ad copy is determined by click-through rate. So if your click-through rate is not good, that means fix your ad copy first. Get your click-through rate good first. Once your click-through rate is good, which you can see my click-through rate, let's just go to all ads. Let's see what our best performing ad is of all time. Our best performing ad, sort by cost, so we know what we're spending money on. So you guys can see the conversion rates, the ads, and the click-through. So if you're not getting at least this or better, so look, it averages 4 to 10%. Okay, I guess you can just meet in the middle and say around 5 to 6. That should tell you what click-through rates you kind of need to get on your ads. Click-through rate is when somebody sees the ad, an impression, and then how many people click it. You need to get a good click-through rate. These numbers are important, guys, and you can only get these numbers from what? Data. So let's jump back into the junk removal ad group. And let's just start with this ad. The click-through rate is good, 7%. This ad goes to the landing page. That landing page is converting at 35%, so that's great. Let's just take a look at the ad. This is how you edit the ads after you've made them. You can see, you know, this is the URL. We're showing /junk removal, so people see /junk removal in the little URL displayed. These are headlines that it rotates. You are required to put 3, so all these things it rotates. You got descriptions that it rotates. And the thing is, guys, your descriptions may show in different configurations based on the device that it or when Google predicts that it may improve. And it does the same thing with these headlines, guys. I have yet to try an image ad. I need to try an image ad. Site links are cool too, guys. It puts these little boxes down here. You can have all these different types of site links to add to the bottom of the ad. This ad has these ones. So we take any type of junk. Trucks on standby, we take it. So look, it looks like some more navigation options for that ad. So it just helps customers. Oh, I need to click that. Stands out. Trucks on standby. Get it removed today. And site links are important. Okay, so here's your phone number associated. We go through all this later. But guys, these are your settings. This is how you edit your specific ads when you want to change the headlines and the descriptions. You can see it in a mobile browser right here. You can see it on a desktop. Honestly, I keep my ads running on both, but yeah. So that is how you look at the individual ads. Google lets you break down everything so granular, and this is what you need to pay attention to, that this is how you run Google ads. You really have to pay attention to data. And you can also look at all your assets, which these are the site links and the call outs that we add to the ads, which you'll learn about in the coming videos. And that's assets, guys. We go over this in the course as well, guys. You have your keywords that we're targeting specifically in each ad group. So you can track each keyword. Just like we've been going through everything, guys, these keywords are related to ad groups. So let's go to hot tub removal to make it very clear. All hot tub removal. Let's see how much we spent on each keyword. Not much. Jacuzzi. This is spa and jacuzzi. Okay, how much have we spent here? Not much. Is there a separate spa removal? Okay, so we need to put spa keywords. Honestly, jacuzzi and hot tub and spa, I would have all in the same ad group. That's just me. But you get the idea, guys. Keywords, which should always be exact in phrase. You track your conversions. And status, guys. Status just means, eligible just means the keyword is running and we're good. This tells you the keyword is limited, rarely shown. It'll tell you what's wrong with the keyword if there is anything. Low search volume, rarely shown. Not many people type this in. It's probably hot tub removal and spa removal. But that is your keywords for each ad group, guys. I show you how I do it when we build out our ads. This is just how ClickSkeek does it. I like ClickSkeek so I don't have to manage it. I wish it was a little more organized because it could be a little more efficient. So let's jump into negative keywords. We know what negative keywords are. You can apply these to the entire campaign. So each campaign has negative keywords. You can also tie negative keywords specifically to an ad group. I generally do campaign negative keywords. If you can think of a keyword you don't want to show up in a certain ad group, you can do that too. But I generally we don't want free, we don't want cheap. Well, I do cheap. I keep cheap and affordable, even though we're not cheap and affordable. You never know. So negative keywords are very important. Yeah, this is how you add your negative keywords to your campaign. We go over this when building our campaign, but this is how you take them out if you want to delete some. And if we want to look at the negative keywords for the Ventura campaign, boom, here they are. And honestly, I kind of want to probably delete all these 1-800-GOT-JUNK ones. Promo code, yeah, we probably don't want to do promo code. This specifically complaints, yeah, but you can see all these were added from ClickSkeek doing campaign management over 30 days, 60 days of time. They're adding these as they pop up because that's the only way to learn. Is the only way to get this campaign good is to see what search terms are coming through. Nothing but data and time can optimize your campaign. Nobody starts out the gate amazing. Even with all the perfect search terms and search keywords and negative keywords, because people will type in some shit that you just never thought of. It just happens. Even if you copy and paste all of my negative keywords in your city, in your area, there might be things people search up and things happen, right? And Google has to optimize. But those are your negative keywords, guys. Your settings are going to be related to generally your campaign settings. And then if you go into an ad group, you got your ad group settings. So we'll go back here. As far as audiences go, I don't really pay any attention to this. Change history, I don't touch. But yeah, you can see all the keyword changes, everything that's ever done. So if you have an account manager, that's pretty cool. Dynamic ad targets, negative dynamic ad targets, you're never going to touch this. Locations, you will touch. Locations are campaign specific. I don't think they are. Yeah, no, you can't do ad groups. So go back to the campaign. And then if you go to locations, this is the location for the campaign. You guys can see I've excluded everywhere that I could easily, just punch in every state just to be safe. And then boom, you can see where I have my radius set. You can see an exclusion right there in Compton. And you can also see the data on the city that converts the best. It's pretty crazy, all the data they give you. It's pretty gnarly. So you can adjust your bid, right? I have it lower in the lower income neighborhoods, Inglewood, Hawthorne, Gardena. So you can see there's certain cities that I have it increased. Anyways, this is how you edit the locations for this campaign. You can edit it here. You can edit, remove, change, add, whatever. So that's how you handle the locations for your campaign that you're willing to cover.
And down here, you can make bid adjustments. I don't recommend you touch this until you start seeing data. I'm bidding more in, obviously, Pacific Palisades. I'll even go up 30%. Beverly Hills. Let's just try 30%. Okay. Malibu, I'll try 30%. So this means I'm willing to pay more than my target CPA. So 52 times 1.3 means I'm willing to pay $67. I'm already paying $62 here. Marina Del Rey, $75. Pacific Palisades, I'm already paying $46. But most of the conversions are in these up here. So I have a 20-mile radius just generally around Los Angeles, but then I specifically added all these little cities right here to do bid adjustments. So that's how that works. You can just add another city. So I can't think of one that I want to add, but you can do that. You can add a city down here and then target it. So that's locations. Excluded locations, I exclude every state. This is actually ClickSgeek's idea, and I've stuck with it. It's really cool. It protects you from just getting other people in different states that, for whatever reason, Google might think they're in California. Maybe they recently traveled. Maybe they're in a VPN. There is the chance that they're calling for a friend or a family member in California to do junk removal for them. So you would lose those people who are calling from a different state. But I feel like you're a little more protected from spending money from bad clicks. So yeah, I exclude locations like in LA. So I exclude every state that I can outside of California. And then the larger cities in California, I make sure that I don't like San Francisco. So I exclude bigger cities too. And of course you have your ad schedule, guys. I'm actually going to run my Ventura ads. So, I've already got my Ventura ads and San Fernando Valley campaign ads running 24/7. I need more volume. LA, I don't need no more volume. So I got that running from where I'm willing to take calls, 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Advanced bid adjustment. As you can see, calls, I am willing to spend 5% more. You don't need to do that. Don't worry about that, guys. This is a little more advanced. Just worry about getting your campaign perfect. Drafts, yeah, it's just drafts, never been in here. Add variations, you're not going to do anything down there. So that is a rundown of the entire Google. I think we went through most menus of what you're going to be using. If you have any questions, guys, just ask me, okay? So I hope this all makes sense. And like I said, we're seeing this recommendation optimization score. That's going to be its own video. Don't worry about that. It just takes time, and you need data to come in. You need clicks, you need impressions, you need conversions, so that you can start reading and understanding this data. So we're going to go over the keyword planner, and then I'm going to break down every section so we can know how to use this system, because it's pretty complicated. There's a lot of stuff going on, but once you get the hang of it, and nobody truly knows everything about Google Ads, guys. You need to realize that this is a learning thing, that you can be Googling little things, certain things to learn more than I know, but I've been around the block for a little bit, so let's get started. So there are two views, right? They have a brand new view, and you could switch back to this classic view. I can't access the new view on this account, but my other account has the new view. So if you guys are on the new view, you should be able to switch views back to the old view. So it looks like this. But let's go ahead and find the keyword planner. Tools and settings, we're only ever going to use the keyword planner. What we're going to focus on today, guys, is the keyword planner. So the keyword planner is cool because you can just exactly what it says, get search volume and forecast and discover new keywords. In my market research video, we go through the get search volume and forecast, and I'm just going to do it real quick. Junk removal, junk hauling, junk pickup, 800 got junk, 1-800 got junk, get started. So we can kind of get an idea of how many searches are going on, right? So we're going to just go to Ventura County. Let's see what's going on in Ventura County. Hit target, save, and now we can see the search volume, average monthly searches, 3-month change, year-over-year change, competition, top of page bid, what they expect on the low end and on the high end. Always expect the high end if you want to compete and be at the very top and get the most amount of clicks and conversions. So you'll see that 1-800 got junk, 210 searches, got junk, 140 searches, 350, 370, which just got junk searches alone, and then 480. So 370 plus 480 in junk removal, and then junk pickups not that much, but if you add that, that's about, and that's not including, like, guys, we can do, how do we add more keywords? Here we go. Let's do furniture removal. I got to go double check the biggest keywords, but let's see how big that one is. Furniture removal, gets not too much, but this is how you can forecast, and you guys need to realize this does not tell the whole story, not even close, because this keyword, right? Can you do phrase match in here? I think you could only just do, yeah, so you can't do phrase match and exact match. It's only showing the results for this keyword. This just tells you this keyword, average monthly searches. But if we go back, let me just show you something really quick, guys. If we go to the last all time, ignore this ad, guys. We're still managing this campaign. I have a lot of stuff, a lot more videos to come. But if we go to this campaign, we've only been running this ad for about 3 days with a very, very small budget. So we'll just do last 7 days. We'll do search terms and look at all the search terms that are being searched. We have junk removal near me, unwanted furniture removal, local junk removal company. Now, the keyword in the keyword planner, I can't tell you and nobody else can tell you if it means it's including just junk removal. Does it include anything with the keyword junk removal? I don't know for sure. So you can't take that number as the end all be all, because look at all these other things people are typing in: hauling service, junk pickup, attic sweepers, furniture haul, people who scrap, match. We haven't touched furniture removal, we haven't touched shed removal, we haven't touched anything. So there is a lot of other search terms that people are searching. So you can't take that keyword tool's junk removal search volume for the month to the T, because there's 1,000 other keywords people are typing in. But this gives you somewhere to start with, so you can kind of understand how much traffic is being searched. Like I said, there's thousands of other keywords people might be typing in. Fence removal, pool removal, hot tub removal, jacuzzi removal, yard debris, clean up my backyard, clean out my garden. There's so much things. So this is a really cool tool to see how much volume is in your area. Let me try junk. Let's see if this comes up separate. I'm just curious. Okay, so it is that keyword specifically, so that's really good to know. The average number of times people search for a keyword in similar terms based on the month range. It looks like this is not considered similar if it's breaking these down. Let's try adding another one. Junk removal company, junk removal service, junk haulers. Just exploring, guys, and this can give you an idea. Look at that, pick up junk, another 40 right there, junk haulers. So guys, there are so many keywords that can be searched in removing junk. So when you type in junk removal, don't take this as that's it, okay? This just gives you an idea of what we can target. So the keyword planner tool is great. You can experiment with all kinds of stuff, like whatever you want, right? Pool fence removal, is that even, look at that, 30, like that's people. I'm gonna throw in Los Angeles real quick, not county. Yeah, we'll just do Los Angeles. It doesn't even get it all. Save that, and it drastically increases. You see, pool fence removal. What does that go up to? 170. Hot tub removal, fence removal. Oh, let's just check out. Demolition. Let's see. That's interesting. Maybe people type it in a different way. I don't know. But junk removal gets 2,900 and junk removal. So that's a lot of searches, guys. So that is the what was that one called? Get search volume and forecast, and you can see that it saves it. and you can really narrow it down by location. So if you want to get specific, I mean, you can go to a certain city only. Like right here, we can just target Ventura, that city only. You know what I mean? So you can really figure out, like if we do Los Angeles County, that's like, you know, we'll do Ventura County. I don't cover all of Los Angeles County. I want to eventually like go up here and go over here. And then, oh, let's just, what about Orange County? Let's throw in Orange County. And then hit save. Oh, woo, dang. Okay, so anyways, that's how that works. Let's go to the next tool, guys, the Discover New Keywords tool. In this program so far, we have built one ad group. We're going to build another ad group together. And an ad group, we'll get into that later, but is broken down by keywords. And we did the obvious one, the junk removal related keywords. But we're going to actually do furniture removal keywords and see what we can come up with the Discover New Keyword tool, because that ad group will contain only things related to furniture removal. We like to break them apart, and we'll discuss that in future videos. So let's just see what keywords we can discover. All we do is hit get results, and then this is kind of what it starts spitting out. Let's break it down by Los Angeles, where I'm at. We'll do all of Los Angeles County in this case, because we're just trying to discover new keywords. I don't want to do United States because you guys might get different keyword searches. For example, pool fence removal is really popular out here, but it might not be as popular in, I can't think of one, but a state where you don't have any pools, okay? Where there's a lot of snow most of the time, Alaska, I don't know, maybe you don't have any pools out there. So we want to discover keywords related to what we're searching in that location, because Los Angeles might have different results compared to other cities or states. So let's see what it says. Furniture removal's got some good searches. And let's sort by average monthly searches. We want the most popular. Junk removal list. What the fuck is that word? Hold on. Let's go to get search volume and forecast. Let's do Ventura County. Junk removal list is the same exact amount of searches as junk removal. Yeah, I got excited there was a keyword that maybe wasn't. I'm still going to put this in my ad group because that's a word I have not heard. Back to Discover, guys. Sorry, I got distracted. Let's do this again. Furniture removal. We're going to change, Los Angeles, English, boom, get results. We are going to sort by average monthly searches, keyword ideas, keywords you provided, and ideas, more ideas down here. So you can start getting ideas of keywords that people might type in. This is what Google is shooting out based on its experience, yes. These are all keywords we'd want to target. You know, obviously these ones have way less, but you could download all these keywords. You can even add them to a keyword plan. However, I don't like to do any of that. I just like to get the ideas and write down the ones that I like. Let's see, 3-month change. That's interesting. That's down over 3 months, huh? What's up? So this has gone up. Junk removal has gone up. Waste management, that's got 100% increase. We're not waste management. They expect free. Large furniture pickup, bulk furniture pickup. Usually these people I think are expecting free as well. I don't like when people put bulk furniture pickup. I always think they think the city picks up bulky items. So I would avoid that, but you can experiment. That's up to you. Chair removal. Okay, so average monthly searches. And now you get some keyword ideas. And you could type in unwanted furniture removal, get rid of furniture, how to get rid of furniture, get results. There you go. Keywords you provided. So you can do this right here. Click on this thing and it'll show the keywords that you provided. So this is where ad strategy comes in and marketing expertise on what keywords you bid in. Furniture removal is more of a hot lead than how to get rid of. This person might not be actively looking, but you might be able to convert them. As you can see, Google is saying that this top of page bid is $4, probably because they're not really truly an active buyer. But do you want to bid on that keyword? I bid on keywords like junk removal prices. How much does 1-800-GOT-JUNK cost? Those are not active buyers probably. Do you want to bid on those keywords? Do you want that traffic? Do you want those phone calls? These are decisions you need to make. I bid on them personally. Have I considered maybe removing some of those keywords and experimenting? Yes. But in the beginning, if you're on a budget, we're going to not do any of the maybe keywords. How to get rid of furniture, we're probably not going to do that. We're not going to bid on these keywords. We're not going to bid on 1-800-GOT-JUNK prices, or maybe even how much does junk removal cost or junk removal prices. We probably don't want to bid in the beginning with those keywords with you. So just keep that in mind, guys. But this is the keyword tool. I really recommend playing around with it, kind of getting some ideas. Let's just see. Hot tub removal. Hot tub removal cost, blah, 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 blah. But, I mean, if you add all this up, guys, look, you see 107 results come down here. Let's just show all of them. If you add all these searches up, like 1,000 frickin' total here. So this is a great tool to get ideas, figure out search volume, see what keywords you want to rank for, what keywords you want to run ads for, and you can start figuring out, like, if you want to target demolition or cleaning, house clean outs. I'm actually curious how many people type in hoarder clean out. Let's see. And what location? Los Angeles. Okay, so not a terrible lot of people are typing in hoarder. I thought there'd be more hoarder clean out. But yeah, definitely play with this tool, okay, guys? And write down what keywords you like and what keywords you want to rank for or run ads for. And that is how you use the keyword planner. And save time by automatically organizing keywords into ad group. No, I wouldn't recommend this, guys, because when you go through my program, you'll see that we do certain things, the broad match, phrase match, and exact match. We're not going to use this tool at all. We're going to put our keywords manually into the ad groups using different tools. That covers the keyword planner, and let's rock and roll. So what we're going to use is lead pages for now. There is a cheaper solution, guys, and it's WordPress, but WordPress takes a lot more work, a lot more time, and it's a lot more complicated. It's a bigger learning curve. This is $50 a month. Let's start with building the landing page. We're going to just, kind of go off mine because it has great conversion. It's been doing really good. So we're just going to kind of try to do the same thing, build something similar. You can literally copy my text, guys. I don't care. This does really well. This landing page, it does very good conversions for me. I've seen some other people with a little bit prettier landing pages, but when I see their conversion rates, they're in the 20%. I'm in the 30 to 35, on about 25 to 35. I am thinking about like having them add my reviews and whatnot, like adding some 5-star reviews. But in the meantime, let's just start building this. So we are going to go to lead pages, guys. And if I go to lead pages, well, let me go to the main thing. Okay, so yeah, if you look at the pricing, guys, if you go switch to monthly right up here, you're going to be paying $49 a month. That lets you get all, you don't need any of this stuff. Yeah, you'll get all these integrations, which is going to be, I think the only one we're going to need is analytics and adding a Facebook pixel and adding the Google Tag Manager to track conversions. As you can see, it's $49 a month. If you guys were to go to ClicksGeek and use the ad management company that I use, it's $500 a month, $450 a month. You're also going to need a call rail, which is another $100 a month, another $50 a month. So you're at $100 a month, plus ClickCease, optional, but that's $70 a month. That's $170 a month in tools that come with a Google management company. Now, you could reduce this to $5 to $10 a month if we switch to WordPress. Let me just pull up ClickCease real quick. Pricing. We're going to do this last. Protection for one platform. So we got WordPress will be $10 a month. This will be $69, and I believe CallRail is the cheapest package monthly is $45. So you got $45 plus $69 plus at the bare minimum $5 a month for WordPress, but you might need 10. So you're still going to be paying $124 a month. Now you don't need ClickCease in the beginning. Click fraud is a thing. Google has their own click fraud built in, but some people just want ClickCease. It's really built for tracking fraud, and you can blacklist IP addresses and all kinds of crazy things that ClickCease helps try to detect click fraud. We'll do that last.
You really do need call tracking if you're running ads. There's no way around it. It would be unwise to not track every call recording. I think Google might have call recording. We'll double check. But anyways, guys, call rel, very important. Okay, we got my landing page here. And as you can see, this is the desktop version. 90% of people will be on a browser. So it'll look like this, okay? We are going to create a new landing page. I've already got a couple here. I was going through their templates. Honestly, guys, I have not used lead pages in a very long time. So the one to start with that I like is going to be right here because it has an image on the side. It has the button on the right. I didn't want any like floating boxes. Oh, so you guys know, image on the left, some buttons on the right, some text. That's kind of what we're going for. Honestly, image, it doesn't matter what side, but we're going to do this one, guys. So it's called Freebie Opt-in Business Coach. So you can just type in up here in the search bar, coach, and you will find this Freebie Opt-in Business Coach. Let's just start with this one. So we're going to hit start building. Jedi landing page. First things first, what do we got? We have our landing page. It's very simple right now, and we are going to get to work. Let's just copy this text, put it right here. Boom. Let's change this image to... So we are going to compress this image because I'll tell you right now, this image right here is going to be 2 megabytes. I guess I need to teach you a couple things while we're doing this. You want to make sure this file is not big. Whatever images you put up, you never want 1 megabyte files. In terms of images on this landing page, you need it to load snappy. So we're going to compress it and we're going to see what we can get this down to. I'd like under 500 kilobytes. Let's see what we can get it to. Okay, 600 kilobytes is fine for now. So you saw what I did. I just typed in online image compressor. So we'll just go Jedi junk removal Los Angeles. So now we're gonna go edit image, desktop, page assets, bada boom, bada bang. Okay, so it says it's uploaded. Bada boom, bada bang. Image name, junk removal. Put that in there for some SEO. The alt text is like in the code. It'll go image source equals, and it'll have alt. So this tells whatever is crawling the website, the text. And usually if you hover over it, it should say, well, not in this right here, but look at that. So if you see here, we have this little header up here with the logo, but they have the logo up here. Okay, so this is what you'll have, right? This is where we're at. I'm actually gonna delete this image too. And let's just copy and paste this text and get this in for now. Cool. Then does it auto? Cool, it does auto adjust. All right, so we're gonna go to sections, guys. And we're gonna go to here and we're gonna do, let's just do blank. So if you wanted to do like the logo here and a call button on the right, we'll do that in a minute. Actually, let's do that now. So we're gonna do 3 right here, okay? So what we're gonna do is just drag it right there. And then we're gonna go to some widgets and we're going to put a image here and a button here. The image, I already took the liberty of uploading my logo right here. So I'm just gonna insert image, okay. Now we are going to put 805.728.0850, just like that. And now it is time to shrink this section. So we're gonna go to layout. We're gonna rename this to header. I'm gonna open it up and we are going to check the style here. Minimum height. Auto, okay, so so we'll click on the image, we'll go to settings here, and we will do align to left, something like that. I had it at. Let's get rid of all this padding over here. See the top, left, right, all this padding right here. Make this smaller. So we're going to go settings here. We're going to match the size. Okay.
So this isn't pretty yet, but we'll get it prettier, don't worry. So let's preview. Ta-da! Let's change the color to this dark gray. Do I have SIP still? So I have this really cool tool. If you're a Mac user, guys, Set app has some really cool stuff. It's $10 a month. They have really cool apps, and I think SIP is one of them. It's a color picker. So anyways, we're gonna use this tool up here called SIP, which allows me to get the hex color of any, see this? I can get the color of anything I want. So I'm gonna get this black right here, 1E, copied. I'll go here. Let's change the color. We'll click this hero right here, edit section settings. Let's get rid of this flower in the background. We'll just close that out. There's the color. We'll add a color. The color hex right there, 1E. Boom. All right. Okay, so what I went ahead and did was, if you just come down here, hover over the image, you can delete the image, go to widgets. For now, we're just gonna put a text widget here, guys. The logo is being really weird. I want to figure it out, make another video, but let's just put Jedi junk removal. Let's make the font 10, bold it, keep it like that for now. Let's go update. Oh, let's go back in here and go down here, center the text. Let's hit update again. So we'll refresh here, okay? And more importantly, you'll see the text is not center, but watch what happens. See, the text is not center, but watch what happens when I refresh. The text is center, so we're getting there. Little by little. I'm not used to this software, so we're learning to get together. ClickSkeek does my landing page, and their software is a little more advanced. Get a free quote and another call button. So let's do get a free quote. Oh, yours isn't going to be rounded because I edited the style. I'll show you how to do that in a bit, but let's 57280. You're going to put your call rail tracking number here, by the way. We will get to that later. Get a free quote. Okay, I'm actually going to do the same thing up here. Okay, so let's see, what do we got next? We can haul away junk. Crew's gonna be on site today. So guys, this is where you need to get creative too. We're gonna end up changing these styles, by the way. We'll haul any kind of junk. Okay, so we're just gonna use I don't care if you guys want to copy mine completely, go get your own photos. It's totally chill with me. Set as background images, but they are. So, like I told you, compress your images, but I'm not going to do that right now because we're not going live. So, down here, let's first delete the text. So, how you do it is you hover over, like go away from everything, and then you could hover back over and it'll show this stuff. So I'm just gonna delete everything, delete, except the image, because we're going to duplicate and duplicate. Let's go to layout, what's going on? We're gonna call this section main top. We're gonna call this 3 images. And this row right here needs to be edited. Let's open this row. Oh, there's a block over here called features. So if I delete this block right here, these images will spread out. Delete. Okay. So now let's just change the image. Let's upload all these images that we just screenshotted. Bada boom, bada bang. And those images are way too big. You'd want to compress them. And just find an online image compressor. So let's do image 1, insert. Image 2, insert. Bada boom. Bada boom, bada bang. Okay, let's go back to this section right here, and there's section style right here. Settings, and we're going to delete that freaking leaf. Let me hit update. Let's add another one of these. No job is too big or too small, so let's just copy this text up here. And let's go to widgets. Let's add another text block down here. Let's center it. And paste that right there. We could make this another header one, and the color needs to be black. And it says, wait, you know what? Let's just try copying this and put it in here. And then we'll just change it to headline 2. The spacing, or what we call the padding on the left and right side, we probably want to bring in a bit. How do we do that with these text labels? See, I'm gonna do a video on unbalanced too, because unbalanced, I believe, is a little more powerful than lead pages in terms of design. Technically, I could duplicate this 3 times and then delete the text from in here, delete the text from in here. Can I make this bigger? So I can do something like that. So there's these little other text objects over here, but they're just blank. But you know what, for now, let's just delete it because it might be just fine. So now we need to do more text and an image. So this is one long text. I don't know how to get these blue boxes. It's pretty annoying that I can't put just a box. It's called a div. Wait, you know what? Maybe I'll make a new section for this. Yeah, I'm going to make a new section. Oh yeah, you can even tell this is a new section. The color right here is very light gray and white. Oh, we can actually just move it. Here, let's just add a new section. This section is going to be 2 columns. So let's go to sections and blank. We want a top right here and 2 left and right. So that should do good. Put it right there. The widget up here will be the text. We'll do that and make it a header 1. Let's do header 2. Okay. Over here, the image. Again, let's do an image here and text over there. So put a big, nice blob of text. Just put this image, the family. And you guys, you could do a different, honestly, you should do like a different family. No, a photo of you actually. Okay, I actually want to test something really quick. Let's delete this image and put a video. Oh, yeah, right there. A video. Paste the video embed code. Let's just copy one of these. Let's put the share embed. Show player controls, no. Okay, so let's just copy that embed code. Let's go back to lead pages. Let's just see what happens if we put a video here. Might be kind of cool. Wait, actually, you know, maybe we could put an image above so it still looks good, and then the video right below it. Yeah, let's edit this image. Anytime you like see how it wouldn't let me click, can't do anything. Click out here, go back, hover over it, then click the pencil. Boom, boom, boom. Let's do this photo again. That's fine. Now, let's get all the text from over here, guys. Put it right here. Bada bang, bada boom. Bada bang, bada boom. Okay. So now, let's just kind of take a look at what we got. So I'm going to hit update. When you guys are ready to check it out, all you have to do is, after you hit update, or you can just click this arrow, go straight to publish. But if you click this arrow right here, you would hit, this will say publish probably the first time, then it says update. So now I'm just, you go to view page. I've already got the tab up here, so I'm just going to refresh right here. So this should all disappear. Bingo bongo. Now, what's that's supposed to be gone? Let's go back here, delete. I don't like how much spacing is down here. Hold on. Why is there so much spacing? So what we can do is go to layout. See this spacing padding down here? Let's find the 3 images right here. So we have, oh, there's because it's a row 3. So I'm actually just going to delete row 3. Delete. You'll see now the spacing goes to normal. This is quite the spacing too. Hold on, let's see. If we go, if we go to row 1, I think we could change the spacing on this column. See, we got the row here. This is the column right here, and if you hover over it, it'll show you what you're highlighting. So if we go to the settings for this column, see this padding right here? So we can actually crank the padding in by, let's just do 4 on each side. Let's try 5. Okay, so we're gonna hit update now. And go back to our landing page, hit refresh. And we are starting to get somewhere, guys. And you can copy and paste all of this. I actually like the video.
Last January, we received a request to remove a total of 112 massage chairs.
Now, that's not the video I would put, but I'll put a video with a friendly face.
All right, good morning. What we have here is we're going to have...
So let's go to share, embed, show player controls. Yeah, let's give them the player controls. And copy. Go back to lead pages. Scroll down. Edit. Boom. Now, I would actually like to make this a square video, but since it's not a square, I have a square video right here.
Welcome to Jedi Junk Removal, your local junk removal specialist.
My square video.
Is your junk pulling you to the dark
That'd
side?
be cool to put up. I don't feel like uploading it to, YouTube right now. So, bada boom, bada bang. And let's see what's next. Okay, one final section. So let's add another section. We're going to go to blank again. And this is going to be... This is nothing fancy, so just one plain section, just like this. Should be good. And we got 1, 2, 3 text blocks and then a button. Good. Does that? Yep, that pulls up the form. So let's do that. Let's add some widgets. Text widget. So we have trucks on standby. And another text widget. Drop here. Ready to take care of your junk problem. Let's do that. Let's add another text block here. And last but not least for the text. Boom. And 728-0850. Contact Jedi Junk Removal. And a beautiful button down here. That's going to say... Get a free quote, which you can't highlight, which is crazy. Get a free quote. Okay, now let's center these. Go here, center, here, center, and we could change this to an H2. Let's go down here and center. Cool. And last but not least, let's change this to our logo. So max width, let's do 150, 200. And let's change this to say 2023 Jedi Junk Removal created. Don't need any of this. Probably do. Google will require a privacy policy. Oh, but not. Let's just do this. I like that. And we could put hello@JediJunkRemoval.com, and then of course the phone number 805-728-0850. Boom. Link. Link to an external URL. We will do mail to hello. That's how you do an email. Jedi Junk Removal should work at least. You can actually make these dial out too by going and making it a link and doing a link to an external URL. I'm putting telephone +1 805 728 0850. That should dial from a phone. And let's hit update. More importantly though, we need to see how this looks on a phone. So let's first just refresh here. Take a look. Oh, that's my landing page. Not bad though. I'm like, not bad. Okay, we're gonna go through and like do some designing of it or some styling in just a second. But look at this. We got get a free quote, call. Oh, I do want to put the save $20. I'll put that back there in a minute. Boom, a little button right here.
All right, good morning. What we have here is we're gonna have a full 1-bedroom clean out. It's gonna be a lot of stuff. I'll show you. Have 2 trucks running here today. We're gonna be running it with 3 guys.
So now, technically I could plug this in and share it on my computer, but let me give it a shot. Oh, it's me! And then I can go here and choose my phone. Isn't that fucking crazy? Pretty cool, huh? That you can do this. So this is kind of more important because more people are on the internet or the mobile phone. So I'm going to refresh real quick. Let's get this down here. Okay, so let's look what we need to fix. This is looking pretty good though, surprisingly. I do want to put the logo up there, but it was being really weird. Try it in a minute. But I like this, okay? We're going to style the buttons to match the brand, which is my bright green for Jedi. So we got call. We haul. This is like, boom. Let's just hit play on this. Look at that. It plays just fine. Too. That's really cool. No audio because it's plugged into the computer right now. I mean, there's the form. Let's hit. Oh, wait. These buttons don't work yet, then, does it? Oh. Get a free quote. Okay, cool. So we are going to do that pop-up now, and we're fucking ready to rock and roll, guys. And we've got a landing page. Let me minimize this in case I need that. So let's go to edit pop-up. Let's do the styling real quick, actually. So the primary button, let's change the color to my Jedi green. We need to get my either the Jedi green or this teal up here. I kind of like this green right here, so I'm going to use my little sip tool. And I kind of like this green. And what we're going to do is we're going to change the button color to that green, just like so. Okay. The white doesn't look too good on there though, so let's button text. Yeah, let's do that. Border radius. I like the border radius. Let's do that. Text size. I kind of want big. We need just like that. What button? So they have get a free quote. What if both of them have the primary style? So you saw what you guys can do is there's a secondary button style. You can hit edit styles. So I'm going to go to secondary real quick. We're going to do round, crank up the radius. We got to make the font size. I think it's a little too big. Let's just do that. Oh, there we go. We'll do the line spacing down. Text size bigger. So we'll do the same thing down here. Line spacing down, text size bigger. Let's make the button text that green. Ugh, that's too. There we go. Maybe that's a little better right there. How does that look? No, that's not going to work. That green is just too. Let's go back to that. That's fine. So the line spacing is kind of messing up right here. You see the text. So we're actually going to crank the line spacing to 2. Yep, that fixed it. And let's do secondary. Ooh, let's go to edit styles real quick. Oh, I got to put the line spacing to 2 on this one as well. That's why. 7. I'm going to go back down to 6 really quick. So here's our buttons. Looks a little bit better. I would say that matches a lot better. We're going to hit update. Get a free quote. Edit pop-up. The pop-up on this one says call for an instant quote. We're going to do that same thing. Let's call for an instant quote. We can actually go headline 2, headline 3, headline 2. There we go. Call for an instant quote. Fill out the form below. We will center this text. Okay, so the questions: name, email, phone, what needs to be removed. Let's edit integrations and fields. Add field, phone number, done. Last name, done. First name, done. And comment. What do you need removed? Done. Okay, actions, default, thank you page. So we're going to, it looks like, let's just save that for now. Oh, let's change this text right here to say submit. Something fun, I don't know. Okay, and then let's fix this too. Let's just make this all link to next URL, telephone, +1 805 728 0850. Just like that. Okay. Now this form, edit, click event. Okay, cool. It's called My Pop-Up One. So if we go down here, get a free quote, add click event, open a pop-up, My Pop-Up One. Count this button click as a page conversion. No, we don't want to do that. Okay. Boom. And lead pages is just saying okay, but screw you. We'll see what is it even saying. More than 3 form fields, incorrect use of phone. What does that mean? When it comes to form, less is more. Only ask for his phone number if you need it. Oh, well, unfortunately, these are required. I could drop the email, but whatever. I think the landing page is done. I'm going to see what happens if I fill it out. Refresh. Woohoo! How cool is that? All right, guys. So I'm just going to hit the get a free quote. I'll type in Andrew Thompson. Let's just do Andrew junkremoval.com. All right. So what do we need removed? Couches. Get my junk removed. I'm going to submit that form. Now, obviously, we're going to change the landing page that says you will receive a call soon. Thank you for your submission, but pretty cool. I got the form in my email. So, bada boom, bada bang, guys. So that covers most of... Ooh, you know what? Let me try something. All right. We have a white. Boom. So this is why I like Photoshop, because I'm just better with Photoshop. So now I can go image crop, throw background real quick. Let's just see what we're working with. So the image size is pixels. Let's just crank this down to, that's too big. And then we'll go file, export PNG. Bada boom, bada bang. Okay, so what we can do now is let's throw a little image right up here. Upload it. Let's do that. Insert image. We're gonna do max width. Let's do 200. And left align. I will do another video updating the logo here. I just want to get this out and uploaded and edited. So what do we got? We've got the logo. Let's update it. Update. Pull up the website on the phone. See, there's the email form. Pull this back up. Let's refresh. Perfecto. So honestly, we could even center that, but I like this for now because I do want to mess up the header for a bit. But oh, let's test my call buttons, make sure that works. Did I not set the call button? No, I did not. That's why. Add click event, link to an external URL, telephone, +1 805 728 0850. And let's update. And but we can close Handbrake. This is a really good video compression tool. But let's open up QuickTime and try again. So we're going to refresh. And we are going to hit call. Boom, look at that call. And this call button down here is still going to the form. Both of these buttons go to the form. So let's go to this button right here, hit edit click event, pop up, link external URL, tell +1 805 728 0850. And make sure this one we did do. Okay, so update. So if I were to spend like a whole day, 2 days just perfecting this, you could do some really cool stuff, guys. But that is how we build our landing page. So we are ready to rock and roll. Here, let's look at it one more time in here. Not Photoshop, close that. But guys, this looks really good to me. I actually like this better than my current one. I feel like I could do a really good job if I were to. I like ClickSkeet, guys. But this is my ClickSkeet landing page, basically. You basically have the same thing now. You have my landing page, and we just built it together. So, look at that. That's a video. I like that. And we can add some 5-star reviews. Maybe I'll do another video later where we like design this a little bit more and add a little more stuff than my landing page, because this is mine right here, guys. It's like the same. It's identical. Okay. Oh, we didn't add this, but we don't need all that stuff right now. You guys get the gist. But what I'll do is I'll do another extended video where it's another 30 minutes to an hour of me like really trying to, and I'm not a designer, but I'll do what I think, because I really like the video that I added. I think we could do a couple things. We can add some 5-star reviews, add some testimony. Ooh, some photos with customers would be really good too. Holding a junk removal sign, that'd be super cool. I just got some ideas for myself just now. I'm gonna get a Jedi junk removal banner, and then some happy customers take a photo with the crew, with the customer. Going on a tangent, but I'm gonna do that. Anyways, guys, that was fun. We built a lead pages landing page, and it's time to get to the Google campaign now. Let's see. Time to create our first campaign. So guys, this is going to be a new account, right? So this is a brand new account. I'm using a different email because I want to just start from the very beginning, fresh account. And yeah, just go to ads.google.com. Make sure you're using your business email. Hopefully don't try not to use your personal. Let's try to keep it separated. So don't use your personal Gmail. Your name at gmail.com or your business at gmail.com. Preferably you've set up your website and you have your name at JediJunkRemoval.com, Andrew at JediJunkRemoval.com, whatever. But let's skip campaign creation. Okay. Want personalized guidance? No. Okay. Explore your account. And let's go to change view. Actually, they have this new view, but they're not showing it here for some reason. Interesting. Campaigns, create campaign, new campaign. Okay, so you might see a newer view. On one of my accounts, I see a completely different view. If I go to my Andrew at Jedi Junk Removal account, here, check this out. Look how this has the new view, completely different. And I can go appearance, use previous design, but for some reason, let's go back to the previous design. Explore new design. Okay, guys, so if you're on the new design, explore new design, If you're on the new design, I guess just go back to the old design so you can match me. So yeah, if you guys are on the new design is kind of frustrating, but I'm trying to get used to it. But I'm much more used to the old design. So you can go back to the old design to follow along. Anyways, let's get this party started. Create campaign. So here we go. We got our overview, insights and reports, your campaigns. So the overview is just your dashboard. Insights and reports is going to give you details. It sounds exactly like what it says. Campaigns will be a list of all your campaigns. We're going to just create one. But for example, I have 3 campaigns because LA is so big. I have a campaign all the way in Ventura County, which is not LA. I have one covers most of LA on the south side of LA. And then I have one that covers the northern part of LA, San Fernando Valley. So I have 3 campaigns. So if you're in a big ass city and you want to split it up, you can do that. But for now, you're probably just going to cover a radius in your area, which will be that one campaign. So we're going to create a campaign. We don't need any settings yet, but this is what you should see, guys. Feel free to go through Google's tour too, but I will also try to teach you guys what I know. But you should see a big ass blue button that says new campaign. You know, we want leads, so we're going to track conversions, so just do leads. We're going to do search. We are going to do phone calls. And this should be a call rail number, but we'll change this later, okay? We're going to select the ways you like to reach your goal. No, not website visits, phone calls, and lead form submissions. We're just going to put my business number for now, my direct line. And we're going to call this junk removal, LA and Ventura. Okay. So far so good. So in the beginning, we're going to stick with clicks, guys. Create campaigns, get started, easier than ever. Okay, so in the beginning, we're going to do clicks, but eventually we're going to do conversions, but we're not going to do conversions yet. We'll probably set a maximum cost per click for 20 bucks. We're going to go, I want to get the base done and we'll go through and edit later. We do not want to be on the display network. We want to be, let's just put Los Angeles for now. Target Los Angeles right there, almost 29 million reach. That's not the population, that's just the reach. Estimate of how many people are interested in. It's the base number of signed in users. Okay, so we're going to tighten the location though. So let's do people in regular. We're not going to do broad match. Yes. Audience segment. We'll deal with that later. Next. So for now, guys, let's just put one keyword. We're just going to be very particular about the keyword. We're going to do an exact match. Exact match is those brackets you see, left and right brackets. So we're just going to do exact match for now. And I will explain all this in a minute, but let's just do exact match. Final URL. We are going to also change this URL that we built with the landing page later because we want to get a custom domain so it looks cool, like it'll say Jedi Junk Removal LosAngeles.com, just like this, but we're going to do that with yours. Let's just take that URL and we will put junk, just put junk removal near me. Let's just see how that looks. Okay, now test. So this is what we test 2, test 3. Okay, cool. So let's do Safari. I'm not going to reinvent the wheel. We're just going to copy the ads that I have for now. You guys are open to try anything you guys want, any keywords, but we're going to do what I know works. We're going to go into my campaign and we're going to see what ad is converting the best. And we're just going to take my best converting ad for now, guys. So let's see. We got the headlines, test 2, 3. And then descriptions. So let's just look at some of our ads. Let's go to some of our best performing ads, guys. So it's pretty cool because we can actually see through all of my campaigns. Let's go over the last 30 days, right? So we're just checking the last 30 days. Which one has the best ad strength? Or like the more conversions. Let's do that. So this one says excellent right here, right? So we got 56 conversions, a conversion rate of 38. So this is a great one. Let's go ahead and just check out this ad right here. And I'm going to explain everything. We're just kind of going through the setup process. It's pretty annoying. Okay, so I'm just going to copy what works for now. Okay, guys? So we will make multiple ads
Okay, so we got Jungle Los Angeles. We got call for a quote. We got same day. Okay, that's good for now. Let's get a couple descriptions. Let's just grab this one. And I will put this below the video. You can copy and paste. I'll make sure to include all of this stuff. I'm going to leave the call outs for now. Phone number. Okay, so add a phone number, guys. 807-280. Account settings. We might have to change it. We're going to do conversion tracking later, so we have to set up call rail, all that stuff. The hours we want to be 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. You can put whatever hours you guys want. Let's actually put these like this. Bada boom. Okay, let's hit next. Custom budget. Okay, guys, we're gonna start with $100 a day. Let's go next. Okay. And we are ready to publish the campaign. So the thing is we're going to publish it and then we're going to immediately edit it, because going through the campaign settings is a little confusing. It'll be a lot more easier to do when we actually can edit it. So let's just hit publish campaign. Next. Okay, so billing setup. So now we have to go to billing setup, guys. Okay, I'm going to pause. I got to figure out which card I'm going to use because I do not want to flag this account. So I will be right back, but I will stop this video in the meantime. Okay, guys, so I added a credit card. You'll have to do the same thing. It says pending approval. I had to add a different credit card. I didn't want to add the same credit card because it'll flag your other accounts, and I'm not trying to get in trouble right now. It's really annoying that if you use the same, because I have 2 accounts, use the same credit card. Google's very strict. So anyways, I put a different card in and the account is pending. So I don't know if the ad is actually going to be running. I'm going to pause it. You have to pause it because we have a lot of work to do. So this is, if you go to overview, I don't know where you're going to be left off, but you'll see your overview here. You'll see your ad. So we have our ad groups, and this is what we need to start working on, because when we're going through the setup, there's a lot more to do. We're going to make multiple ad groups. So let's go ahead and let's start with the settings. So we're going to go to campaigns. We're going to go to settings. And what I want you guys to do is change goals to, we're going to change campaign specific goals later. Use account goal settings, bid equally, no marketing objectives. So do no goal guidance. You'll have to change that. You'll probably have to include search partners. Don't do display network, but search partners is fine. It's other partners who are using Google search. Like, people embed like the Google search onto their website, so you're searching through Google and getting Google results. So there's other people who use Google. We want to keep that. So when you're setting up the new campaign, we do not want to include search partners. Hit save. So guys, you only want to show up on the Google search network. You will get lower quality searches from search partners. Do not do display network. This is on just other random people's websites. Search network, I have tested this. It is lower quality clicks, and we only want to be showing up on Google because people on Google are searching for sure for junk removal for the keywords. So networks, Google search network only. And yeah, guys, that was intermission because I experimented with the search network. We do not want to do that. So anyways, back to the video. And locations, English, budget, set budget to $20 a day right now. We are going to stick with maximized clicks, but we're going to put a maximum of $20 per click for now. And we might lower this rate. It really depends on your area. We'll experiment with this in a bit. Off, and additional settings we'll worry about later. Let's start with going into the campaign now. So we click into the campaign. We can now go to show more, and you'll see we have down here locations and ad schedule. What we're going to do is go to ad schedule, make sure it shows. Yeah, I thought we set the ad schedule to the time. See, that's what I'm talking about. That setup is annoying. Let's change this to 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Now,
I'm going to run it all 7 days. You guys might want to run Monday through Friday because you're going to take weekends off. I have crews the week and weekend, but you guys can just do Mondays through Fridays, any schedule you want. But now your ads will run through 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., whenever you want to take phone calls. Locations. Now, this is not the proper location. So if you look here, I am not going to be serving all of that. That is wrong. We are just going to hit edit. We're going to delete. Let's do location. Let's try Los Angeles, California. Problem is it does this weird thing, right? We want more than that. So let's do a radius too. Let's put a 15. And then let's do Torrance down there. 15 miles. Yeah. Yep, that's good. We'll go. I go that far. We're going to switch back to location. Put in Ventura County. Target all of Ventura County. Okay, let's do Malibu. 15 miles. Boom. Okay. It's frustrating how LA, you type in LA, it only covers this weird, like, it skips all of these areas. It's very frustrating. Where is this? We gotta get the Chatsworth. I know Chatsworth. We'll do 5 miles. There we go. We've got pretty much everywhere that I'm willing to go. So now we need to do an exclusion, guys, which we will get to next. So you need to pick where you want to go. But next that you want to do to make sure that you don't get clicks from other states is we're going to go to excluded. Now this is pretty simple. We're just going to put every single state. So let's see if we can do this. Okay, let's copy that. Search. Bada boom, bada bang. Exclude all. Except California. There you go. So now this will ensure that we don't get anybody from other states. And honestly, like, we should probably do like San Diego, San Francisco, Bakersfield, Fresno, Santa Rosa. Okay, search. Now, the reason why we're doing this is we're protecting from all major cities of getting people who are up there looking for us. Now, is it possible that you have somebody in a different state who wants to call you and get a hold of you because they have a son in California? Yes, but it's probably better safe than sorry to not get any calls from other states that Google may think they visited California one time, but they actually live in Ohio, and for whatever reason they show up. So it's probably better to just exclude everything to be safe. So now, I'd probably add San Bernardino, Riverside, any other major city that people might be living in. All these other little ones, like, just put all the major ones, Santa Barbara, Palm Springs, I got to put a few more. Put the major ones, and that should protect you for most of California. And yeah, that is that. We got locations, included locations. We have excluded locations. We've done the schedule. So remember we did 2 keywords and only 2 keywords. Now it's time to do the ad groups. Okay, inside of your campaign. You have ad groups. Inside of your ad groups, you have ads. So an ad group, what is the best way? Not folder, is a group of keywords that you want to target. We want to kind of group these where they make sense because this ad group will be tracked. So will the individual keywords inside the ad group. And so will the individual ads that are displayed inside that ad group for all of the keywords. So let's just name this ad group junk removal. Okay? And let's create another ad group really quick called junk pickup. Hold on, let's see. Okay. We're going to do standard for now. And we're going to call this one junk pickup. And we are going to just do junk pickup, phrase match, junk pickup. I'll show you guys a trick later. So just junk pickup for now. 1 keyword. Perfect. Okay. So we'll probably change these to like junk pickup. Okay, because they typed in junk pickup. But for now, we'll go edit the ads later. I just kind of want to get these ad groups made. So now we have a junk removal one, a junk pickup one. We're going to do another one called junk hauling. Junk hauling. So we'll do an exact match. And I am going to explain this, guys. Just kind of follow along until we get these ad groups made, and we'll go in and really put in a lot of the keywords, and we'll start doing a lot of the settings, making a lot of the ads, and then after all that, we'll do the conversion tracking. Let's just do, I should have changed the URL up here. It's going to show the URL in the ad. Like, it puts a little URL, so you put this so people are like, oh yeah, if they look at the URL, they'll see it matches. Junk hauling. And these are rotated, guys. So honestly, what you should be doing, since they typed in junk hauling, you should be putting junk hauling like this to kind of just match what they typed, because you'll get better conversions if you match exactly what they typed. But it's up to you what you want all these headlines to say. And just so you know, it's going to rotate through these headlines and show the best converting ones. But it looks like it's doing pretty good with all this stuff. Let's save and continue. Now you kind of get the idea. We're going to put keywords related to the ad group. So now let's do one that's going to make this very obvious. Let's do another ad group. This one will be shed removal. I'm sure you guys get the idea, right? Shed removal. So we'll do phrase match, shed removal, shed demo, shed demolition, remove my shed, get rid of shed, stuff like that. So keywords related to shed removal. And then you would actually want all of these to say shed removal in Los Angeles. Los Angeles shed removal. But the thing is we're targeting Ventura County too. That's why it's better that we broke it down by city, is because we don't want all these to say Los Angeles. And we're going to do a dynamic ad too, so I can explain that later. Since I'm going all of Los Angeles and Ventura County, if they're in Ventura and these ads say shed removal in Los Angeles, they're not going to click it. So this is a bad example, but we'll fix it in a minute. I just wanted to get some ad groups really quick. Shed removal now. So we'll start with these, and we'll add more later, but this is a good start. Oh, we're definitely going to need a furniture removal. Something like that. We'll get all the keywords in here and all the negative keywords too. And then I'm going to edit these ads later, so we're going to go through these. Save and continue. So now, here's what I wanted to show you guys. In each ad group, we're going to go into an ad group. So let's just go into junk removal. We have the keywords. Don't worry about the not eligible. Once the ads are running, we'll start getting clicks. But let's add a keyword real quick. Let's go back to the motherfucking campaign. All campaigns. Okay. So, yeah. So this is our campaign right here. Junk removal. You can also access it from up here, all campaigns, and then you can also access it from the left over here, campaigns. So let's go into our campaign that is paused. And what's cool is even if your campaign's running, you can pause individual keywords, you can pause individual ads, individual ad groups. But since the entire campaign is paused, we don't need to pause any of these. It's pretty cool, it's pretty flexible. So now you see the ad groups. Now let's go into the junk removal ad group. You'll see that we have all the keywords: junk removal near me, exact match, junk removal exact match, junk removal phrase match, and I'll explain all that later. And then no negative keywords yet, but we're going to add negative keywords here soon. Our settings are right, and let's go to our ads. So we have one ad under each ad group, right? So if we switch over to the furniture removal ad group, you see it says shed removal. We should fix that. But if we go to shed removal, it says shed removal. Let's go to the furniture removal ad group and change this ad to say, you know what I'm going to do actually, guys? Let's make this furniture removal. Something like that. And that is better. And what I'm going to do, actually, since I'm saying Los Angeles, is I am going to remove Ventura County and just focus this campaign on LA, because I wouldn't actually do two completely separate cities one ad group. It just doesn't make sense to me for this exact reason. Los Angeles is a giant city, but I wouldn't want to include Ventura County. So I will go to locations later and do that. But let's save ad. Now you guys can see that the ads are matching the keywords that people are going to be typing, okay? So, and here's the thing. We can make multiple ads. We can make dynamic ads, and we can have these ads rotate, and we're going to get to that. But for now, I think this is a good stopping point so far. We've done our basic setup. We have our campaign. We have our ad groups. And if you go into our ad groups, each ad group has a couple keywords. So now we're going to really start adding all of the keywords, all of the proper negative keywords. And then after that, we will configure the ads, make the ads look good and have the proper text. And then we can finally get to conversion tracking. And we'll double check everything when we're done. And then we will run it and see how it does. All right. It's time to finish out this campaign and get it ready to run. What we're going to do is we are going to finish the ad groups. I'm only going to do like 1 or 2 of the ad groups, and then you guys can just kind of repeat the process, because if I go through 5, it's going to take us forever. But I decided it doesn't make sense to have this do both counties, because as you saw in the titles that we created, the headers, a lot of them said Los Angeles, so we don't want to confuse the Ventura County people running an ad out there. So we're going to change this to LA. We're going to go into the campaign itself. We're going to go down here where it says show less, show more. And we're going to go into locations. And we are going to delete Ventura County. So I think that's the bid adjustment. So to change anything, you want to hit the pencil right here. And I'm going to zoom in. Kind of see what we're doing. I'll just drop Ventura County. That's its own campaign. This Malibu area will drop. Malibu's LA, but we're just going to stick with this for now. This is a good area. I might even bring in this 15 miles around Los Angeles. Yeah, let's do 12 radius. So we'll put 12 Los Angeles target. Oh, we're missing a little bit right here. Let's get Santa Monica. We'll make this 3. All right. So you could technically do one big circle, but then I would be getting spots that I don't want. So you guys can kind of just pick and choose where you want to go. Oh, let's get rid of Chatsworth. That's Ventura County. All right, so save. So let's go to ads approved. Look at that. These weren't approved the other day, so we're ready to run, but we're not going to do that yet. So let's go into our ad groups for this campaign. Let's go into junk removal. So what I went ahead and did for you guys is I downloaded my keywords for my campaign. I'll make sure to upload it into the course so that you guys have access to all of my keywords. But for now, guys, I'm going to show you guys a trick. When you are using the keyword tool, which is up here, actually I need to make a video on this, but the keyword planner here, this helps you discover keywords. But I'm not going to go on a tangent right now. I'll make another video. Totally forgot about this. But point is when you get all these keywords that you want to go to Google. Let me see. Google Ads Keywords Generator, I think. Let's do that. Okay, here we go. So if we do junk removal, there we go. So you'll see that it does exact match and phrase match. I guess I should talk about this right now. So we have a phrase match in quotes, an exact match, and then if you don't put, sorry, cool. So if you don't put brackets or quotes, this is what we call broad, but you will never use broad, ever. I don't think ever in any campaign, unless you're like a multi-million-dollar company and you don't care who sees the ad and you're going for branding. And, you know, because the keyword junk removal with broad match would show up for people who typed in remove my shoes, junk disposal, my garbage disposal is acting like junk. It would literally show up for anything related closely related to the word junk removal. You would get so many searches and you would blow through all your money. Never use broad match, okay? I have a list of keywords that we're going to use for now that I downloaded, and I will give you guys access to this keyword list as well. Let me just open this up. So I'm not sure what's going to happen if I throw this into... Okay, so I'm going to go into my Los Angeles campaign. I'm going to go into my junk removal campaign, and we are going to look at my keywords. And apparently this is all the keywords. Okay, anyways, I'm looking over the last 30 days, but let's do like the last few months. Let's just go to 5th and apply. Okay, so this is all of my data for May, June, July, 3 months. And we can kind of see what keywords have gotten the most spend, the best conversion, the most clicks. I like to look at the conversion, but the thing is with conversions, there might only be 2 conversions and it's 100%. So local junk removal company, that's good, but let's do the amount of conversions. Okay, so this is probably the most important metric. Conversions are good, right? But that doesn't necessarily, we might be converting for a keyword but not closing because maybe they're just looking for prices or something. This cost of junk removal, they're not much ad spend, but like, what if they're just price shopping? I don't know if that's a keyword we want to be spending money on. Yeah, so let's put these keywords into that tool that I just made. And yeah, never mind. It's alright. I thought it would like fix it up. There we go. Okay, so let's get rid of that. Basement junk removal. I don't know what that is. I'm going to drop the cost of junk removal. See how this says residential junk removal services? If I put this in a phrase match means exact match in brackets means literally have to type exactly that. That is what exact match is. Exactly that. Nothing more, nothing less. Phrase match in quotes means, for example, residential junk removal. That means that those 3 words, residential junk removal, need to be somewhere in the sentence. So they could say blue flying pigs across the rainbow, residential junk removal. It'll show up. As long as what's ever in these quotes show up. So junk removal in quotes will show up for junk removal Los Angeles, junk removal any city after, which is why you want to make sure you're targeting the right location, because you might get somebody to type in junk removal Manhattan. But since we have location settings set, we're fine. But that's what junk removal means in quotes. Junk removal followed by anything, long as junk removal is in the sentence somewhere. So the thing is, actually, these are not related to the word removal. I kind of want to make a miscellaneous one because these are kind of like randoms. So technically, if we were to put this in quotes, guys, right here, we would still show up for all of this because the word junk removal is in it. So the question is why? If this protects us and gets everything, somebody on Google's only got to type junk removal and then followed by anything else. So why do anything else, right? That's the question. Because we can individually track each word and see which word is getting better clicks, more impressions, better conversions. So we can track each word better, each phrase. So that's why we want to get as many phrases related to junk removal. I could even start throwing in junk removal Los Angeles, junk removal Malibu, junk removal Thousand Oaks. That's in Ventura. But I can start tracking which cities I think might get more searches. So let's do all right. So now let's take these, put them in this wrapper tool. Phrase exact, change to lowercase, they're already all lowercase, separator, space, boom. So now we have all of these keywords in phrase and exact match. So let's go back to our keyword tool. I don't think it's gonna let us add duplicates, but let's find out. Do we have junk removal near me? Ooh, we don't even have junk removal near me. So let's save. Junk removal, where's near me? Yep, we have exact match near me and we have phrase match near me. Okay, cool. So now we have all of our keywords in here, right? And don't worry about not eligible. Once we start running it, we'll start getting some data. Negative keywords, guys. So we're going to start with the obvious negative keywords. This is going to go to the entire campaign. So we're going to experiment a little bit. I'm not going to import the 1,000 keywords, negative keywords that we have. We're going to try to see what kind of stuff we get running the obvious keywords, which is going to be free, cheap, trash, waste, city, county, state, dump, rental, dumpster, landfill, transfer station, drop off. Okay, so we're going to put these keywords in for now. These are some obvious negative keywords, and once people start searching things, start searching for junk removal stuff based on our keywords, we'll start seeing what the customers are searching, and we can add the negative keyword. If something pops up, we're like, oh shit, we don't want that. But let's look at my negative keyword list here. Look, so we have a lot of broad matches, which is very interesting. Wait, there's 3,000 negative keywords. So look, waste, U-Haul, rental. So yeah, you see all these negative keywords. This protects you from showing up for things that you don't want to show up. For example, city disposal service, but we put in city, but let's do disposal. That's a good one. And this is where people burn money, guys, because they spend a bunch of money on all these clicks. We want to add it to the whole campaign. Garbage disposal. Okay. I will include all 3,000 of these keywords, and it's probably safe to just include all these. It'll protect you from a lot of stuff. Like you can see, these are all searched keywords that have just shown up in the past. They just add them one by one. But you might want to go through these and see if there's any in there like you're like, oh, I do. Some of these I do want to show up for. And honestly, a lot of the broad matches concern me because I get some of them mover, but broad match also prevents you showing up for a lot of things. See all these broad matches right here. I'm going to look into this a bit, but you see, these are things you don't, home advisor, Angie's List, you don't want to sign up for that. But I don't understand why they're a broad match. And just to show you guys what broad match is, check it out. I pulled it up. So if you put a broad match, meaning no quotes, no brackets. So running shoes, right? Because it's a negative keyword. So if you put a broad match keyword, you won't show up for running shoes. You won't show up for shoes running. You won't show up for blue running shoes. But it's possible that you show up for running shoe and blue tennis shoes. Your ad may still show for situations where some of the keywords appear. So you put running shoes that you don't want to show up for. If you put it in a phrase match, you would not show up for this. You would not show up for running shoes at all. You see how it blocks you from show? Could an ad show? No. But you could show for some weird shit, blue tennis shoes, because tennis shoes is kind of related to running shoes. Running shoe, okay, non-plural, but it does prevent you from showing up for these. So broad match, negative broad match, you could still potentially show up or not show up for certain things, right? So broad match you got to be careful with. And the reason why I'm bringing that up is because we've got a lot of stuff in here. Like I don't want to, you're right, I don't want to show up for scrapyard. Definitely don't want to show up for junkyard. So there's some good stuff in here, but for example, movers, yeah, I guess you want to show up for mover. I'm going to look into this. Broad match, you got to be careful. These are things you need to think about when you're running Google Ads, guys. If you want to be safe, we can import the entire negative keyword list that I have of 3,000 keywords. And you can just delete keywords if you see some, you're like, oh, I'd rather show up for that. So these negative keywords, we don't want any of our junk ads to show up, right? It doesn't matter which ad group. So I'm applying it to the entire campaign. Car, cars, truck, trucks. All right, so let's double check our ad real quick. Ignore the not eligible. I think once we turn it on, we'll see what happens. Oh, we need to change the URL of lead pages. So I'm going to go register a domain, and I will show you guys how to do that next as well. But yeah, so look at this. This looks good. I mean, this is one of our ads. I think the ad is going to be plenty good enough to test.
I don't want to put residential because we also do commercial, but include popular keywords. Okay, that's fine. We're looking good. Cool, cool, cool. So actually, let's do the site links. So let's add trucks on standby. We definitely need to get a different URL, but for now this is fine. Trucks on standby, whatever. Let's do, we take any type of junk. Final URL. Cool, we'll just do that. And we have 2 site links. Save. Bada boom, bada bang. So that's what their ad will look like. We take any type of junk, trucks on standby. And let's save this. The ad is looking good. So we have all the keywords. We have the negative keywords. That's good for now. If I'm going to make any more adjustments, I will come back later. But now it's time to get to conversion tracking, guys, which is not too hard, but it will be fun. So to recap, guys, in this video, we finished setting up the campaign and, oh, real quick, sorry, we didn't finish. We did the junk removal ad group. We added all the keywords, phrase match and exact match only. We then added phrase match keywords that we do not want to show up for. And there's going to be a lot more we're going to probably want to add, but this is a start. And let's go do something else real quick. Let's go to our campaign settings really quick. So we click up, you can access the campaign up here, or depending where you're at, if you go to all campaigns, you can go to the little campaigns here. And yeah, so let's edit our settings for the campaign. $20 a day is fine, but I do want to go to the settings here. Our maximized clicks. Let's change our maximum CPC, which is cost per click, how much we're willing to spend per click. We're going to start pretty cheap, maybe even cheaper. Let's start with $5 and see where we get. And that means that we're willing to spend $5 per click, $20 a day. That means we're willing to spend no more than $5 a click, so we can get potentially the most clicks we can get is 4 clicks at $5 a click, so 5, 10, 15, 20. But that's the most we're willing to spend. Some clicks might come through cheaper. Some clicks might come through more, well, they can't come any more expensive. But I'm just going to let you know the average cost per click for junk removal ads are about $15. But we're going to slow roll this, and I'm going to really try to see, you know, what kind of search terms we start getting so we can start adding those to the negative keyword list. But for now, let's turn the campaign on. Even though the URL is not good, we'll go adjust it later. I will do that later. I don't think it's going to hinder our performance too much. But we are going to pause these other ad groups because we haven't finished them. So those are paused. So now we have just this junk removal one. And look, we are now eligible. Let's go to overview. You'll start seeing, look, our keywords are showing up. Here's our ad. Google will rotate between all those headlines randomly and start choosing the best headline. So if we go into ads, we can see the ad is eligible. It's pending. So now we just have to see how this does. But I actually need to pause it because I do want to change the domain and I want conversion tracking up. Duh. So let's go back to the campaign. Sorry guys, I got a little excited, and we're gonna go pause the entire campaign. Okay, now that our first campaign is about ready, or I mean kind of about ready, we need to set up conversion tracking. So hopefully you guys are able to follow along setting up your first campaign, your ad groups, your ads. You're creating our landing page, because now it's time to get into conversion tracking. Okay guys, now that we have our landing page created, let's just pull it up right here, view. Look at that, we got 1 conversion. That was just me testing. But now that we have this landing page, guys, ooh, I gotta fix that link. I'll do that later. See, I forgot to highlight this part and make it a link. No big deal. Okay, so now that we have all this set up, this landing page, but for anyone who is not tech savvy, this is called URL bar, address bar. If you must know, URL means Uniform Resource Locator. But anyways, this is your URL web address. It's very ugly. So you see these ads? We got one ad up there. Look at the right below 1-800-GOT-JUNK. You see that URL? It says 1-800-GOT-JUNK, junk removal.
And then those two sponsored ads right there, it says gojunkfree.com, junk removal, go load up, junk removal. My ads are not going to show up because I do not run them. Although I might start running them 24/7 because you can get potential email leads, but whatever. If you look, guys, that is the URL that will be displayed. So let's shut this off now. Now, we don't want this ugly ass URL to say Andrew Thompson. That'd be weird, right? Even if you put your company name, Lead Pages is going to generate Jedi Junk Removal 096.lpages.co. Is it a big deal? No, probably not, but I still prefer it to look professional. What you should do is, if your company name is Jedi Junk Removal, you should just do Jedi Junk Removal Los Angeles, like and then I have another one, Jedi Junk Removal Ventura, and so on for every major city. You should do the same. You could also do a subdomain if you want to ask your web host provider, your domain, if you know how to do this yourself, your domain provider. Usually it's going to be with your host. You can do, like, if your company is called Jedi Junk Removal, you can do something.jedijunkremoval.com. So it could be like Los Angeles.jedijunkremoval. That seems weird. I would just do a whole new domain to keep it easy. So I have a domain, guys. I have junklaunch.net. This was going to be my original junk launch. So you'll see these are all my domains that I have here. I also have more domains. So it doesn't matter what domain. I got Namecheap. I have DreamHost. DreamHost is great for WordPress hosting. It's very affordable. I think I mentioned WordPress is a cheaper solution for a landing page, which we'll maybe do a video. I haven't done WordPress in 10-15 years because I don't use WordPress. So anyways, I use Namecheap. I think if you buy a domain from here, it's going to be like $10 a year. So I'm going to show you how we connect it. Let's just go to manage and let's just start following the steps. It's generally pretty easy. We're just going to change the DNS or name servers, something like that. So let's go to Lead Pages and find domains. Connect an existing domain. We got junklaunch.net. It's not the best domain to make sense because when they see the URL, they're going to say junk launch, but at least it says junk in it. But I'd rather say junk removal. You should have something that's like either jedijunkremoval.com. If you know how, no, you can't. Yeah, you won't be able to do that /junk removal, but that would be ideal. But in this case, you're going to do your own domain. So if your company name is blah junk removal, you're going to do blah junk removal Los Angeles, something like that. Don't overthink the domain. Junklaunch.net. Does any content currently exist? I don't think I set this up, did I? Oh, it just redirects to junk launch. Oh, cool. No, you are good to go. Okay, let's follow. Log in. If your domain provider requests hosts. Okay, so visit your domain management, access the DNS, record a new A record. Your domain requests hosts, also called name, host name, or @ enter the following, copy. So that's pretty simple. So we're going to copy the IP address, and we're just going to set an A record. And there's all kinds of different records. I don't know too much about how it works in terms of the technicalities because I'm not as much of a server guy, but technically you're setting an A record, or there's all kinds of CNAME record, and it tells the server how to respond to certain things. You have mail records, so you can tell exactly where to point to when somebody types in w.something.com. It just helps redirect. But these are called name servers. This is a very common thing where you put the name servers that points to that company's servers, but we're not doing name servers. They want us to do records. So in Namecheap, it's DNS, advanced DNS. You just got to dig around till you find, okay, so we have to change the DNS type. Let's change it to, let's try Namecheap basic DNS for the name servers. And then maybe we can go to, okay, perfect. Look at that. So if we go back here though, you'll see that there is a redirect. Let's delete the redirect. Okay, let's go back to advanced DNS. Okay, look at that. There is a CNAME. We are going to delete the default CNAME. and you'll see there's a text record, a TXT record. So a lot of places will actually have you add a text record to do some verification. Let's just add an A record. Add new record. There it is. A record. And you remember it said if it asks for a host or a host name, or it just says at, we're just going to put an at symbol, and we are going to put that. TTL, time to, I think TTL is time to live. Yep, time to live. It doesn't tell us a TTL to put, so we'll just keep it automatic. And we will hit save. Okay, that's it. Ta-da! Now DNS, they'll always tell you could take 24 to 48 hours, but would you like to redirect your www traffic? Yes. Okay, I'm actually glad that's asking this, because sometimes people mess up their DNS, and for example, if you were to type in junk launch, sometimes people's domains get really messed up, and one or the other works, so not both. I can do that, but they'll require you to do www. It's a really funky thing in the server domain world, but you want to make sure both work. So yes, we want to do that, redirect, just to be safe. So it wants us to create a CNAME record and put www, and we're going to do this, copy this right here. So let's go back to advanced DNS, and let's add a new record, a CNAME record. Host www. Boom. It is processing. Can take a few hours. Okay, so sometimes it works immediately, sometimes it doesn't. And it does not work yet. It's still going junklaunch.net. But I'll check back in a few hours and report back to you guys. But I'm just going to check this. Your SSL certificate is what gives you HTTPS. Without the S, you do not have an SSL. It is very standard and pretty much automatic and kind of required. Most browsers don't even want you to go to a website with an SSL certificate, but we don't need to get into that. It's secure socket layer. It's an encryption and protection of data going between you and the servers. To your domain is connected. Oh shit, it just did that automatically. This is my first time doing this in a long time on lead pages. But look, it wants us to select the home page. So let's select the Jedi landing page, save it, default 404. That's fine, but we can make our own. That's pretty cool. There's no way it's working right this second. It detects the connection, but it's still not processing on my ISP, internet service provider. So they see the connection. You know, the new A record and C record. My internet service provider does not see the connection yet. So once they update their DNS and it detects the new settings, it should load the new landing page, which is kind of cool, right? We'll test that in a bit. It's obviously not working yet, but it is connected. That is how you connect a domain. I will check back and show you guys later when it redirects to the new landing page. All right, guys, we have to create a thank you page, because once they submit a form lead on our landing page, let's see, get a free quote. I need a bunch of stuff removed. Now, once we submit this form, it needs to go to a thank you page, but it cannot go to myleadpages.net thank you, because we need a custom one that's branded to us and it just feels like they submitted the correct form. Second, we need to be able to put a custom piece of JavaScript code later, the Google code, that allows to track a form submission. So once they get here, a piece of code will execute and we can track that submission. So let's go make a custom thank you page. Create a new landing page. Can we duplicate this? Yeah, let's just duplicate our Jedi page. Jedi thank you. Start building. Let's just delete. We're not going to need any of the black. We'll delete this section. Delete this section right here. Let's delete. Yeah, we don't need the photos. We don't need any of this. We actually, can I change this to edit section settings? Let's change it to, so yeah, we don't need this section either. We'll delete that. Delete. We got two columns down here.
Let's delete this column right here. Boom. And then we will go to widgets, put some text right here. Boom. Let's center that. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Let's try 10, 9, 8. Cool. I'm going to keep the header just real quick to kind of see what it looks like, just in case they change their mind. They were like, you know what? I'm going to call them real quick. Let's just keep it. So let's hit publish, and we'll just do thank you. And while we're at it, let's check if junklaunch.net is... Oh, look at that! It's live! It's live! How cool! Okay, so that's cool. We're gonna do some campaign editing here soon to update the new URL. But look, if you could do thank you, we'll have the new thank you. Well, take your time. Oh, we have to connect this. So let's do that. There we go. So, okay, cool. So we have to make sure it goes to here. Okay, so hopefully... Oh, it wants us to hit update. Okay. So make sure you do that, guys. Let's go back. Publishing options. Oh, okay, so it's in the publishing options, guys. So that you can connect the appropriate domain. Thank-u. Redirect to this. Oh, and you can actually have it redirect. Okay, we're not going to do any of that, but let's copy this link, hit done. Let's see if it's live right away. Nice. Okay, cool. So this is what it'll look like on a mobile browser. We're ready to rock and roll, guys. So that is our thank you page. So now we can get into the conversion tracking. Let's do the conversion tracking now. However, our new junk launch landing page is showing up. So I'm going to take that URL and let's go to our ad under our campaign and change the URL to the new one. Boom, it's going to look so much better. There we go. We just do one of those, just junklaunch.net, junk removal. And let's go ahead and save this. Cool. Under review. All right, guys, conversion tracking. Conversion tracking is actually pretty simple, as long as you just do it correctly, like anything, right? Tools and settings is where we're going to start, and the magical place is going to be conversions. So we are going to be tracking 2 conversions, the phone number and the form lead, but we need to do another one, which I'll have to do a separate video, but we do need to make a call extension, but these are the 2 most important for now. Let's do the conversion actions. So you should have a new conversion action. You shouldn't have any either, unless you have ran ads before. And we're going to start with the lead form submission when people fill out a form lead. And I'll tell you right now, out of all my Google Ads traffic, 80% of them are phone calls, 20% are email submission leads, and I close them all. So the email leads are very important. Sometimes people just don't want to make a call to you right now and they just want to fill out a form. So it's very important you track leads too. I'm sorry, let me go back and do that again so you can see. We have website, and then we'll do phone calls next. But for the lead form, we are junklaunch.net scan. All right, and create conversion actions. And we don't need to do manually because Google makes it pretty easy now. We're just going to select submit lead form. As you saw, guys, so we're going to put thank you. It's a submit lead form conversion when someone visits junklaunch.net -thank you. Make sure you guys get that right. Yeah, Google's smart enough to detect the slash at the end. I mean, let's just do that. And see more settings, blah, blah, blah. 1, we don't want to count if the same person keeps doing it over and over. We don't need a value. I think all this is good. Click through conversion window, engage. Yeah, we'll just keep the default for now. And submit it. Someone visits page junklaunch.net. Yep, rock and roll. So let's go ahead and hit save and continue. Set up. Okay, so we have to activate measurement with Google Tag. So let's just hit set up Google Tag. I haven't done this in a while, so okay, here we go. Here's our Google Tag. So let's copy it right here. Copy this code, this JavaScript code. This is JavaScript. And let's go back to lead pages.
And now we want to go find the thank you page. So let's hit the pencil and edit our thank you page. And we need to figure out where to put this code. Google suggests it goes immediately after the head tag. It just needs to go somewhere in the head tag. I mean, even if you put it anywhere, it would technically should still work. It's just the common practice to put in the head tag. It's the right thing, the safe thing to do. So it loads before everything else. There is actually a chance if you put it at the very bottom, it wouldn't work, because generally JavaScript, they need to load immediately before the rest of the website loads. But anyways, let's try settings. Okay, so social, well, obviously it means social. Okay, so we have head section tracking code. I think it's going to go here, but I do know that they have integrations. I'm just going to put it here for now. It should go here, but they do have integrations. Save and close. I'm going to go check their integrations. I'm going to close these pages too, just for now. So that's where I think it goes, guys. But let's just check their integrations real quick. I got some. Oh, this is through Zapier, though. I wonder what send offline conversions, log new form submissions on lead pages is offline. Interesting. Yeah, that seems obnoxious. All right. Okay, so that is how we put the tracking code into the thank you page. Okay, now confirm and checking. To enable, you will need to install a Google tag or reuse an existing Google tag on your website. Try again. This needs to go on every page, though, to be honest, each page. So we're going to go to landing page. And we're going to go put the code in there as well. Settings, language, analytics, head section tracking, save. Okay, update. I'm going to make a new tag, go to junglelogic.net. I'm going to right click, view page source. I'm going to see that the code is right there. And if I go to thank you, view page source, the code is not on. Okay, I see the G tag there. I do not see. Okay, it did not save onto the landing page for whatever reason. So let's go back to the thank you page. Let's go edit the thank you page. Settings, analytics. Wait, it is right there. Okay, let's try to save again. Let's hit update, view page source. Okay, now the G tag's there. So let's go back to Google, confirm, and it's checking its installation automatically. Let's hide this stupid red bar. Bada boom, bada bang. I don't like that it says untitled tag, but maybe. Okay, so your conversion actions are automatically grouped into goals. Cool, thanks. You guys should read all this stuff. I don't need to. Cool, guys. Unverified. We haven't verified it, which usually takes up to 3 hours after someone visits your page containing the tag. Okay, cool. Let's now do the phone call one. So this is going to be a phone call from the website. Whether if you want to track phone calls from the landing page separately from the thank you page, you can do that. You can do 2 conversion actions. I'm just going to do 1 because I don't care if they call from the landing page. It would be interesting metrics, but it's not that important. But guys, conversion tracking goes hand in hand with CallRail. You don't need CallRail, but I strongly suggest it. So you can just listen to phone calls, you can track your calls a little bit better, have more data, more analytics, but it is not required in the beginning. If you guys are tight on money and you don't want to spend that extra $45, you can always add it later. I am just going to log into my CallRail account and I'm going to create a new tracking number. So when you guys get your CallRail account, you can literally do the same. It's this easy. I'm going to show you how easy it is. Okay, since these ads will be running in LA, I'm going to do an LA phone number. So we're going to go to settings. We're going to go to workflow, tracking. But you literally just hit create new number. It's that simple. Yeah, let's just create a new number. It's no biggie. So we're going to do, I'm going to use it online. Google Ads, somewhere else. Call only ads, call extensions. It's not going to be in an extension on desktop and mobile devices. Where do we want to route the calls? So this tracking number will go to your business line, right? All these tracking numbers will go to the same phone number. When you build a call center, all the tracking numbers will go to the call center. But yes, so let's just make it go to here for now. We need a specific area code, LA 323. Do they have any 310s? Nope, no 310s. So we'll stick with 323. I don't care what the number is. Junk launch Google Ads course, because I'm actually going to track these calls. I'm going to test this campaign with you guys. I don't do a whisper message, but you should, especially if you're using your personal phone. It'll announce it when you pick it up. It'll say call from, so you can put call from Google Ads. So then you'll know that it's coming from Google Ads. However, whisper messages can't pass through to my call center. Unfortunately, it sucks.
Call from Google Ads.
So you'll get that before you answer their phone call. However, I don't need it. You don't technically need this. Well, actually, no, you should do that. This will help you a little bit. So if you just have a business line, which you should have a dedicated business line, I do not want you using a personal phone unless in the very beginning you need to make some bread first, totally fine. But especially if this is going to your personal phone, because then you could know exactly where every phone call is coming from. You can track Craigslist calls, Google Ads calls, Google Maps calls, and it'll whisper anything you say. So every tracking number will say from Google Maps, from Craigslist, blah, 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 blah. I always record, and I don't want them to know that it's being recorded. I know there's probably some laws state by state, but who fucking cares? You need to record your calls. If you want to announce this call will be recorded for quality, that's fine too. A lot of companies do that.
This call will be recorded for quality assurance.
If you delete that, nothing will be said, and it'll record the call. Activate tracking number, and oh, no whisper. Wait, either way, it should have. What's going on? Okay, I've never had this fucking kind of bug. What's going on here? I'll use it online. Google Ads. I don't know, because it's not an extension. I'm going to actually do that. I'm going to do extension on desktop and mobile devices. And we are going to do 323. That was a weird bug that it didn't let me junk launch Google Ads. Call recording, activate. Okay, now it's working. Those preview messages buttons must have just fucked up the code. Okay, cool. See active. I'm going to go back to see active numbers. Now you'll see you can redirect it to any number. Oh, not that one. Junk launch Google Ads. I have two workflows. You don't need to worry about this. You can just have it redirect to your personal number. But when you actually build a call center, I talk about this in the call center video, setting up a call center workflow. But in this case, I do want it to go to my call center. I don't want to answer the phone. Yours would just go to your number, your business line, your personal line, whatever. So now, guys, we have this tracking number. So now we can actually do conversion tracking. So what we need to do is, before doing the conversion tracking, let's go back to the phone call conversion tracking. Let's go back to the ad, edit the ad, and put the proper phone number, at least in under more asset types. I thought this was supposed to be the call extension, but oh, okay, look at that. That's very strange. They changed it a little bit. So here we go. There's the phone number. We're going to set up the conversion tracking later for this number, but for now, just hit save. We'll get to that conversion tracking in a minute. So that is now the conversion tracking number. I don't think it's anywhere else. So let's get back to setting up the conversion tracking now that we have our call rail numbers. So I recommend setting up call rail. If you guys do not have the money for call rail, keep it your personal or business line. Okay. New conversion action. We were doing phone calls. We're going to do phone calls from the website. Okay. Fairly simple. Now here's the thing, guys. Phone call from, I'm going to put landing page. Be specific. Now, what I want to do really quick, guys, to make sure you understand is let's view our landing page real quick. What URL is that? Junklaunch.net. Okay, so this is where we got to be very careful, okay? And I'm going to explain this in a minute. Don't use a value. You could technically count a phone call as a dollar amount conversion that it's worth to you, but I don't do that. We only want to count one phone call, because if the same person Googles you later that day and calls you again, it happens all the time. The same customer will just Google and click your ad again and then call. So you only want to count it as one. You don't want to count the same person as multiple phone call leads. Now look at this. phone numbers. Enter the phone number callers should reach when they call from your website. So that is going to be the tracking number. The destination number is going to go to the CallRail tracking number, right? So then we know Google will forward the call to this tracking number. So then we have more data in our CallRail account where it's coming from, and call recordings and just all kinds of cool stuff in CallRail. Display number. So this is the number that is on the landing page. Enter the phone number people see currently on your website that should be replaced by the Google forwarding number. The Google forwarding number is Google's number that will go to this destination number, but be sure to enter it exactly as it appears. So if you look on the landing page, look how it is. It's parentheses, and there's a space right there. If you look at the landing page, that's how it's done. So we need to do it just like this right here, okay? Just like this. This is the destination number. Google will be fine. So we got to do one more thing, guys. This is really annoying. We got to edit the landing page and put the CallRail tracking number. Or actually, no. Keep your business line here. We don't want the Google tracking number. Damn it, we got to set up another number. Okay, so junk launch Google ads. We should technically make another tracking number, but it's totally fine. Nobody's going to find this landing page outside of Google. So what I'm going to do is take this number, and we are going to change the website number to... So you guys see the click event is going to the business number, so we got to change that to the old business number, 323-417-9651. Should have done this in the beginning, huh? Let's do this one too. Oh, nice. Okay, I just copy and pasted. We have another one at the bottom down here, which I've been needing to fix. So we want to keep these all the same, guys. 323-417-9651. We will highlight this, make it a link to external. One more down here. Make sure you guys have the same exact format, parenthesis, 323, parenthesis, space, 417, hyphen, 9651. Make sure you keep the same format everywhere on all the buttons. Let's go to the thank you page. Edit. Okay. Boom. Telephone. Bada boom, bada bang. Down here. Update. Okay. We have successfully put the CallRail tracking number on all of the buttons. Let me refresh. Boom. So if somebody were to go to junklaunch.net just on their own, it would actually show up as a Google ad phone call right here. It would count as a junk launch Google ads because that's the conversion tracking number, which is not technically correct because they didn't come from a Google ad, but nobody's ever going to visit this website unless they go through a Google ad. So I don't think you have to really concern yourself too much with setting up another number just in case. If you wanted to, you'd put a different landing page phone number. You'd have another CallRail number in there. You'd have the default number be not the junk launch Google ads tracking number. You'd have a base primary number, and then you would use that base primary number here. If that makes sense. If you're confused, hit me up, but I don't think you need to do that. Just keep going. So now the display number is this. That is the number that is on the website. That is the number that we want it to go to as well. Call length, we actually want to do 1 second because we want to be able to track every keyword that comes through, even if they click and hang up. We want to make sure we see all the data coming through, because if you put 60 seconds, it's not going to count it, and we're not going to see the data of the search volume, the search terms, everything coming through. So we want to make sure we gather everything, even if it's an abandoned phone call. 30 days, data driven, bada boom, bada bang. Create and continue. Install the tag yourself. Now, we've already put the Google tag on all the pages, both pages, the landing page and the thank you page. But now every page that has a phone number now needs this tag as well. So let's go back to lead pages. Okay, we're already on the thank you page, settings, analytics, and we'll just throw this right under. So make sure you put it under the last script. So we now have 2 JavaScript pieces of code from Google. We'll hit save.
And that piece of code should replace the 323-417-9651 numbers immediately when they come from a Google ad, so that Google's tracking it, and then it redirects it to this phone number anyways, but Google needs their own tracking to track this conversion. Let's hit update. Let's go back to the landing page now. Hit edit. Okay, settings, analytics. Boom, save up here. Actually, SEO guys, we do not want to call this Jedi landing page. We need to say this junk removal Los Angeles. Do a better description. This is your meta tags. And yeah, let's update. So we have that piece of code down here. Yep. So let's hit update. Oh, we have to hit save and then update. And I'm going to make sure the Google tag, the Google phone number code is in there. So we're going to hit refresh. I'm going to go view page source. And you can now see these two pieces of code, both here. So this will replace this 323-417-9651. That piece of code will replace that when they come from a Google ad. It's not going to replace it right now because they have to come from a Google ad. But the code is there. So let's go back to Google and hit next. And phone call from landing page is done. So now we have a submit lead form, a phone call lead, phone call from landing page. Now let's do a call extension. So sometimes a Google ad will show just this. Sometimes it'll show just this portion. Sometimes it'll throw a extension. This is a good example. This is a call only ad. We do not like call only ads. This call only ad, bad. I've had very bad luck with those. You want your main ad that goes to your landing page and they have the option to call you. Most people go to the landing page to get more information. So that is a call extension. We're going to set that up now. So new conversion action, phone calls, calls from ads using call extensions, landing page call extension, don't track the value, one. It counts just if they call one time, only one time, not 5 times. Want it to count as one conversion. 1 second, create and continue. Okay, we now have our landing page call extension. Now, if you guys remember in our ad, let's go back and edit our ad and go down to more asset types. We're going to hit the calls right here. We're going to hit edit and we are going to edit this phone number and we are going to attach it to the landing page call extension call conversion action, and we are going to hit save. We're going to hit apply. And that number is now being tracked. Let's hit save ad. And that is how you set up conversion tracking. Wasn't too hard, right, guys? And I think we're ready to turn on our campaign. Let's go to campaigns. And I've got a $20 budget, so let's see what happens. Let's just go ahead and enable it for now. So now we'll see what happens. So now we can track conversions and make sure that these conversions are working. I'm going to do some testing. I'm going to show you guys how to test. We're going to do a final walkthrough. We're going to do how to test our landing page, make sure the conversion tracking is working. Maybe we'll even figure out how to look at our ad, preview our ad. But yeah, guys, you have gotten through most of the grunt work now. In the next video, we're going to talk about managing and maintaining the campaign and looking at the keywords that come in, the search terms, adding more negative keywords and making adjustments and trying to get the best conversion that we can possible. And, that all comes with having proper ad groups and ads that match those ad groups and the keywords that you have in those ad groups, because obviously we don't want to make an ad
in the shed removal section and it says junk removal. We want that ad to be dedicated to shed removal. I will probably do another video of the furniture removal or something so you guys can see how I did one, and then you'll understand how to just do as many ad groups as you want. An ad group dedicated towards targeting 1-800-GOT-JUNK. Anything people type in 1-800-GOT-JUNK. But guys, I hope you were able to follow along with all that. This was a long journey, and yeah, I had fun doing it. A couple more videos coming where we're going to maintain, manage, look at everything, fine tune. So yeah, all right guys, we do need to make some adjustments on the landing page. I made two numbers, Junk Launch Home, Junk Launch Google Ads. We're going to use Junk Launch Home. Okay, that's going to be the new number. Now, the reason why is because if I go to junklaunch.net, let's just say for some reason somebody goes here manually. And I was going to do this earlier, but I didn't think it'd be an issue, but I need to make sure that we're triggering the right phone number. Because if for whatever reason somebody goes back to this page and maybe Google doesn't pick up that it came from a paid ad, it's going to look like it's coming from Junk Launch Google Ads tracking phone number, which will throw our conversions off in the back end because it technically won't be a conversion on the Google dashboard, but we'll see it in the call rail and we'll think it's a Google conversion. So we're going to actually change this. You could change this to a tracking number or just your company number. It doesn't matter. So I made a new tracking number. I didn't want to do my company number because I like to track everything, but you're totally fine just putting your company number. It's not a big deal. I'm just testing this campaign for you guys, so I'm tracking everything. Let's go back to the landing page. I'm just going to edit this landing page really quick and change the phone numbers. Okay, so click on the button and bada boom, bada bang. Bada boom, bada bang. And once again, let's make the format correct like this. That is the new number. Let's update it here. Enter. 8547. Okay, let's go down here. Okay, we are set. Yeah, we got that one changed. That's a pop-up. Let's change this one. Bold. Underline. Okay, so now let's add a link right here, this link button, to an external URL. I'm too lazy to change the footer one. Nobody's gonna ever click that. I'll do that later. So let's hit update. Now, if somebody goes to Junk Launch, we should see the 8547. That's what we should see. 8547. If we view the page source, let's get nerdy, you'll see that phone number conversion is looking for the old number. So we got to go fix that too. So let's go to Google Ads. Let's go to ads. We've only got one ad running right now. So let's just go into our correct campaign. Bada boom, bada bang. And then we can go to ads under here because we're in the correct campaign. Let's go in here. This number is correct, I believe, but I just want to double check it. Call out there. So this number is fine. That's our call tracking. Yes, we want the Google ad phone number, the Google call extension right here, to go to the Google tracking number because it's coming from Google. So we'll keep that one as is, but we are going to go to the conversion tracking in just a minute and fix that. So that is okay still. We can keep that, the Google Ads tracking number. So we're okay here. So let's just go save ad, even though we didn't change anything. But now we got to go to tools, conversions. Let's go to phone call from landing page. And let's edit settings. Okay, here we go. The destination number is the Google Ads tracking number. So we know that it's Google is sending us a call. But whether you put your direct business line on the home page, whatever you made this number right here, which would just be your direct business line, right? Don't worry about making another tracking number like I did. Don't worry about that. Just put by default your business line. I changed it to another. See, I just called it home, so we don't know it's coming from Google Ads. It's just a different tracking number. So we are going to do this. That is the display number on the website now. So we do this, we save. All right, destination number, Google Ads tracking, display number. Like it says, enter the phone number people see currently on your website and should be replaced by a Google forwarding number. Be sure to enter it exactly as it appears. So we are done with that. Let's get the new tag, install the tag yourself. But okay, so we already have that tag, but now we need the phone snippet. So you'll see that it literally just changes the phone number to the new display number on the site. Honestly, I could have probably just gone to settings and just changed it myself, but obviously we got to go update it in Google and just copy the new code. So here is the phone number. The only thing that's going to change is that phone number, the new display phone number that's showing up by default. So guys, we're just going to replace a phone number conversion right there, save. I will do the thank you page later. I'm not too concerned about the thank you page right now, but definitely make sure you do that. You need to go fix the thank you page because we have the phone numbers on the thank you page too. So we've already installed this tag, and you can see, look, AW, this config, AW code, Google tag. If we go into here, you'll see we have the Google tag code right there. And it ends with this, so look, new date, and then config, JS, new date, and config. Okay, cool. Yep, that's the right code. Hit save, update it. Now look, 8547. That is the business line. Now we hit view page source. This number is right here. So this will convert this standard business line phone number to the Google phone number when it comes from a Google ad. Obviously, we're not going to click our own ad, but that's how that works. So we should be good to go, guys. That's what I wanted to fix real quick. Now that we have the proper phone number, we are ready to rock. Okay, guys, in one of the previous videos, we had a conversion tracking bug with the lead form. And I'm really bummed because I clicked the troubleshoot button and it fixed itself. So I figured I'd make this quick video. So if you guys have the same conversion tracking problem, conversions. So it said inactive, and then it had a button that said troubleshoot. Click the troubleshoot button. It's going to ask for the URL. You're going to put the URL in this one right here, the thing. Let me just open. You're going to put this thank you page URL. Just copy and paste that URL. Put it into the pop-up window that comes up, and then you can troubleshoot it. It's going to scan and look for the tag. But the problem that I had, the browser that I was using, Brave browser, had an ad blocker. So the ad blocker that was in that browser was blocking the tracking codes. So it was literally blocking Google's tracking codes, so it wasn't sending the data. So point being, if you followed all my instructions completely and perfectly, and you get the same inactive thing on the lead form or any of these, the phone call landing page or the lead form like I did, hit troubleshoot. Make sure you're using a browser with no ad blocker, or if you have an ad blocker installed, stop the ad blocker and then go through the troubleshoot phase, and it will send the data to the Google tag on the thank you page or whatever, and then it'll work. And I am now back in action. So if you guys have any questions about this issue, or if it comes up and you can't figure it out, shoot me a message, post in the community, but just try to follow the instructions completely, perfectly. Make sure you have no ad blockers on. All right, guys, it is time to set up Google Analytics. Google Analytics is going to give us more data on the people visiting the landing page. It's going to give us more data, browser information, how long they're there, where they came from, shit that is nice to know. In tandem with the Google Tag Manager. The Google Tag Manager is simply just for Google tracking conversions and all that stuff. And then also Google itself, the dashboard has some information, but we need this to get all of the information. So this is very important, guys, to have Google Analytics so you can get better performance, measure more data. This will just help in the long run. Property name, July 1st. It's recommended to create Google Analytics for property. Okay, so account creation, account name. Let's just, this will be Jedi Junk Removal. And then this is going to be, the first property is going to be the Jedi landing page, right? So like it maybe if you have another website under the company of Jedi Junk Removal. JediJunkRemoval.com, I have analytics too. And I have analytics on all the other landing pages. But this is a new account that I'm doing with you guys. So you're going to want to put a separate piece of property for your website to put analytics on too. Let's do small. Home and garden. Generate leads. Okay. Accept. So we are now, this is going to be the web, and let's do junklaunch.net website. Junk launch, page views, scrolls, outbound, site search, video, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we want to automatically get all this stuff. View tag instructions. So install manually. So let's go back to lead pages, guys. Log in. And we're logged in. Skip. We're done. Yep, I'm awesome. All right, let's go to our landing pages. Let's go to edit. Let's go to settings, analytics. So since they already have a box for this, we don't need to copy the code. We're using a website builder or a CMS, content management system. We just copy this. All we needed was this. So let's put this right here. Boom. And we got all of those tracking codes. We're good. Hit save. And don't forget to hit update up here, guys. So update. And we still need the tracking code on you know where, the thank you page. Let's put it on the thank you page. Yeah. Okay. Settings. Oh. Thank you. We don't want this page. Honestly, we don't need this page to be indexed by search engines. So click that box, go to analytics. And this is the new one. Remember they said don't do the legacy. So we're going to hit save. We're going to hit update. And now let's see if it scans. So it might take a minute to update, but let's for junklaunch.net view page source. What I meant to do, view page source. Okay, so the analytics code is there. I want to make sure it's the same. Okay, no, it looks, yeah, that's the right code. We're good. We are good. Data collection isn't active. Now we just have to wait. So the code's installed. And let me see, enhanced mod. We don't need to do any of this yet. We just want to start collecting data. Okay, so we just wait. It's been a while since I installed this on Jedi Junk Removal like 2 years ago. So it's been a minute. But now let's just go next, guys. Next. Data collection is pending. So we will check back in 48 hours. And honestly, I will probably do another video later. But for now, we will check back in 1 or 2 days, and you'll start seeing some really cool stuff like user behavior, user attributes, and maybe I'll go over this with you guys later. Google Ads and Google Analytics work together as well, so it's pretty cool, and you don't need to do anything. It just does its magic. Google's a very advanced system, so having this helps your Google Ads. We're going to talk about optimization score and recommendations. So let's see, where do we? Right here. So you'll see this optimization score. Increase your score by applying the recommendations. Now here's the thing, guys. You have to take their recommendations with a grain of salt. Once we dismiss all their recommendations, it'll just go to 100% or should go to 100%. Right here, dismiss all. But some of them, we'll take a look at these and see if some of them make sense. Let's see what it's saying it recommends. Add site links. Site links are good. That is true. I thought we added them all, but maybe there is a minimum. Let's go view recommendation. So we have 2 site links here. Site links are missing from 1 campaign. Oh, we didn't. Okay, so we didn't add. Let's add another site link too, guys. So let's do this one right here. And you guys know where it's going to go. It's going to go to junklaunch.net. Let's add another one. Let's put the HTTPS, the secure. Well, let's just add these real quick and see what happens. So we're gonna hit apply. Okay, so the site links are recommended, but let me go to app. Let's check out our site links. So let's apply these to the ads. We're gonna go into the current ad right here running. Let's edit this ad. Let's go to site links, edit, and let's attach all of these site links. It will rotate and just choose the best one, and then we will hit save. And what's really cool, guys, like I said, you can make a landing page for each of these. Some of these people might click on trucks on standby, and then maybe it goes to a different page that shows some of your trucks. But the thing is, they're still looking for junk removal. So you want to make sure it's not just like trucks on standby. You'd still want it to be like junk removal related, but maybe it shows some of your trucks like waiting to pick up junk, and then appointments feel fast. Maybe there's a book now online or something like that. But let's go to save ad now. Okay, so now the site links are done. That is a good recommendation. Complete advertiser verification. We'll do this one in a minute, but let's see. Repairs, keywords and targeting. Okay, ads and assets. Okay, let's throw in some call outs. I thought we added some call outs. Boom. Let's hit apply. Cool. Our optimization's going up. I generally ignore them after the initial setup because usually the recommendations are not good and will probably negatively impact because they just want to get you more search volume. So they start suggesting like remove these keywords and add the, and you just got to be very careful. But these are fine because these are just setting up our ads and, you know, putting some more text in there. Structured snippet. Structured snippets let potential customers see a preview of your products and services. Honestly, structured snippets, call outs, site links, it's just more garbage text in here, but the site links really stand out because they're little extra links and boxes below your ad that they can click and go to a separate page. However, my site links, they just always go to the same page because we're trying to get them just to call for junk removal. A structured snippet. The preview shows potential ads assembled, not all combinations are sewn, blah, blah, blah. Now let's just do that for now. Okay, so structure snippets we're going to take a look again at real quick. Let's go back to assets. Here it is right here. Edit. You guys can see these are our site links right here. Okay, well, we'll stick with that for now, guys. We'll check back. That should be how you do it. Let's go back to recommendations. There's so many things. It's frustrating. Okay, here's a bad example. Expand your reach with Google search partners. Bad. I don't think this will improve my performance. Okay, good. So remove redundant keywords. Let's see. Keywords to retain, keywords to remove. So technically, it just doesn't like some of our, how we have phrase match and exact match. Redundant keywords are equivalent to higher performing keywords or keywords in broader match. Removing these redundant keywords and consolidating your keywords match size will help manage your account when it doesn't need it. Okay, so as far as this goes, I like having phrase and exact match because somebody might type in junk removal near me today, and this is what will trigger this junk removal near me, and then somebody might put in today. But if somebody just types in junk removal near me, I want to know exactly how many people type in exactly junk removal near me versus the phrase match. Somebody types in junk removal near me today, tomorrow, whatever that phrase is along with other words. I'm just going to dismiss this for now and I will do it later. Complete advertiser recommendation. Let me see what this is. Complete advertiser verification. Use logos. Takes about 30 minutes. Blah, blah, blah. You will be able to add logos to new and existing search campaigns. That's pretty cool. I will do this later. I do not feel like doing this for 30 minutes, but I don't think I have logos in mind, so. Upload customers match list. I've not looked into this. It looks very interesting because it says you can upload information such as email and phone numbers. I don't have emails, but I have 6,000 phone numbers. That would be very interesting to target ads towards them again. Something I'm going to look into, but guys, for now, you're not going to have a list. This is not really a big deal. It's not going to make or break your ad campaign at all. Dismiss. Complicated, unclear, whatever. Enable automatically created assets. Get more clicks in responsive search ads by enabling automatically created assets. I don't think I want anything automatically created. Dismiss. Make bulk changes across your campaigns. Google Ads Editor. What's the Google Ads Editor? Let's check it out. Try cross-account. Editor works seamlessly across accounts even if they're not the same. Powerful bulk features. Make changes. Download Google Ads Editor. Post changes live. Offline editing. It sounds cool and all, but we don't need that right now, guys. We just don't need that. Try the new Google Ads mobile app. Okay, I already have that. Dismiss. Okay, let's do this. Complete. I do want to do this advertiser verification, so I'll keep that in there for now, but if we were to dismiss it, see our optimization is at 95.9%. So cool. That's how going through recommendations works. You need to take everything with a grain of salt, but this is how you go through recommendations. This is how you work on your optimization score. One campaign is focused on clicks, but your account tracks conversions. Oh, so what this is saying is we are going by clicks right now, but we are tracking conversions, which means we want to switch to target CPA, which is target cost per acquisition. So we want to switch to target CPA, but we really can't because we don't have any clicks or data. Kind of messed up on the first couple days because we were showing up on Google Search Partners. So we need to run for at least a couple weeks and get some clicks and some data before we can switch to CPA, target CPA. Okay, and that is how you guys go through recommendations and optimization. Take everything with a grain of salt. Be careful. If you have questions, ask in the community. All right, guys. So it's been 1 or 2, let's see. Looks like it's been the 8th, the 9th, and the ads got paused because the credit card got rejected for fraud. I just submitted the payment, so I want to get a couple more days of this ad running before we start making adjustments. But I figured, let's look. We got 5 clicks here, 2 clicks here. So let's just kind of like dig in and kind of see what's going on. There's not a lot of data to look at. If you've seen in my other YouTube videos, you need data for Google to make adjustments. Right now we're on maximize clicks. I put that in quotes so you guys remember. Maximize clicks is the setting for the campaign. They're not trying to target and get you the best conversions. They're just trying to get you as many clicks. So Google's algorithm is just trying to get you click, 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 click. What's really cool is we can see that the conversion tracking's working. I'd like to see what kind of conversion. I know it was a phone call, but let's just go to conversions and you'll see we got a phone call from landing page. Wait, this one says inactive. All right, guys, this, if yours says inactive, I'm going to look into this a little bit later. Not this video. I'll look into another video. I might have to make a video fixing this. We'll worry about that later. But you can see the phone call tracking worked. So that's cool. Let's go into our campaign. So we have insights and reports, and then we have our actual ad group keywords, campaign keywords. So we're going to go into the junk removal campaign, the only one that is running. Okay. So let's go into the junk removal campaign and we can actually see the keywords, right? These are the keywords that we put in. So I am going to just show all keywords and we are going to sort by impressions for now, right? Impressions. So this just means that people scrolled past it, saw it. Just doesn't mean they clicked it, doesn't mean they read it. It doesn't mean anything. It's just how many people your ad showed up on that page. That counts as an impression because your ad showed up and that person saw all of the ads. Click-through rate, this means they clicked it though. The click, and this is the click-through rate, how many people clicked it versus how many people, how many impressions. So we got 2 clicks, 3 clicks. Let's sort by clicks. So look at junk removal near me, exact match, junk removal service, exact match, local junk removal company. So those are the clicks we got so far. We can see that one of them converted, junk removal near me. We got a phone call. I checked that phone call. Somebody just called and hung up, but it happens. That is how you check your search keywords, which ones got impressions, clicks, and conversions. But we're going to go to insights and reports and do some more deep diving. And remember, we have a $20 a day budget, $5 maximum cost per click. So that's why we barely got anything. I'm surprised we got a conversion. That's insane. But let's go to insights and reports. Under insights and reports, you're going to actually want to go to search terms. And this is where we can see what people are typing in. So Google will actually give you an idea of things that you're showing up for. So check it out. impressions, sort by impressions. These are keywords that we might want to add. So look at, we can do junk removal nearby. See, we did near me, but not nearby. Junk removal company is nearby. And why you want to add these keywords is so you can track them specifically, so you don't have to go into search terms. But if we put it into our keywords, we can track those keywords specifically. And we want to do that. Junk removal near me. See, that's already added. Junk removal companies near me. Junk removal today near me. Bulky pick. Okay. Good. This is what I was hoping this is exactly what I wanted you guys to see. Let's add those as a keyword. So they're going to add as exact match though, guys. So not phrase match, exact match. I'm pretty sure. Exact match, close variant. So we'll go double check our keywords in a minute. But what I wanted to show you guys. Okay, cool. So it's added. This is what I wanted to show you guys. Bulky pickup Los Angeles. This is a dangerous one because bulky pickup, they are probably assuming waste management. See, this is where you guys have to use your judgment. Should we put bulky pickup as a negative keyword? Haul away junk removal, we'll definitely. So let's get to that in a minute. Debris removal. Yeah, debris removal. Get rid of junk. Hauling service. Junk pickup near me. Junk picker-uppers. Junk removal companies, Los Angeles. Boom, another one. We don't want furniture in this one because we have a specific furniture removal ad group. So we're going to add all those as a keyword. Save those. And we are going to refresh. I just hit Command R, Control R if you're on Windows. So you see we've added all these. Junk collector, LA bulk pickup, and bulky pickup. I'm going to add as a negative keyword. And to the entire campaign, and we're going to hit save. So let's go back to our keywords down here. So you'll see that we have a whole bunch of new keywords added. So a whole bunch of pending under review. Let's just sort by status. Let me pause real quick. Silly me, guys. I forgot. So we have our search keywords, but this is the junk removal ad group. I like to keep everything nice and neat. Anything related to junk removal, junk pickup, junk hauling, we're going to make ad groups for each one. Shed removal, hot tub removal, furniture removal. I like to split apart junk hauling, junk pickup, and junk removal, just because it's nice to see which one's more popular, which one gets more conversions. So debris, hauling, pickup. Technically, you could mix hauling, pickup, and junk removal all in the same ad group. But if you want to be neat and organized and really track your numbers better, junk pick, I would count as pickup. So these 5 we're going to actually remove before they even get started. Okay? And just so you guys can know how to filter with keywords, you can always check if you want to just see the enabled ones, if you want to see enabled and pause, and if you go to all, you'll see the ones that we removed as well. You should at least. Oh, I guess if you remove, okay, so just enabled and paused. So you can pause individual keywords in a campaign. But guys, we've added some new keywords. Ooh, get rid of junk. Oh, see, broad match. Let's change that to exact match. We do not want any broad match. Let's go to match. Ooh. We got to be careful, guys. So let's change this to exact match. Exact match. Remember what I told you. That's very dangerous, guys. You do not want broad match. And you just do this every day, guys. Pay attention to the insights and reports. Negative keywords, we added bulky pickup, and you'll see we added junk collector. So you see how we're adding keywords as they come in that we don't want to show up for. This is something you have to do every day for a month until you really have compiled a clean list of things that you want to show up for, things you don't want to show up for. And then you obviously start tweaking your bids, how much you're willing to pay, how much you're willing to spend per day, how much you're willing to spend per click, how much you're willing to spend per conversion. I kind of want to increase the budget so we can get a little more impressions. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to our campaign settings. Let's go back to our campaign here. Let's go to our settings. And so let's go to maximize clicks, and let's increase our bid to 10. That could only get us 2 clicks, but we need to see, let's try to get some data. No, you know what? Let's stick with 5. Let's run it a couple more days. and then I'll come back to this, make some more adjustments, and we'll slowly start to increase this. It's hard to spend this little money and get results. You're not going to get good results, but in the beginning, this is smart to do. As we kind of adjust, it'll take a little time, but this is the best way to do it. However, you could just crank 100 a day, set your budget to 15 bucks a click, and get more data, and then we'd get more insights and reports that we can start adding negative keywords and new keywords. Now imagine you're doing this for all of your ad groups. So we have multiple ad groups. I'm only doing one ad group though, guys, and you're going to be doing multiple ad groups. But as you can see, if you have all 5 ad groups running, you're going to have a lot of insights and reports and a lot to kind of go through for each ad group. All right, so the ads should start running soon, and let's see what kind of action we get. Junk removal, trucks on standby, yada, yada, yada. Okay. Oh, and by the way, I guess I should mention the overview board. I like to see the amount of clicks. I like to see the amount of conversions, and you go to all, and the cost per click. I like to see the total spend for the day. Let's add cost per conversion, right? So we're not going to see our total spend for the day unless we, go to the campaign itself. But like, let's see, for today, yesterday, 2 clicks. I mean, that call was nothing, but we'll get better calls. Let's see what we get. And real quick, you never take the metrics for one day. You always look at the last 30 days of metrics. You always take your averages over 30 days because some days are going to be worse than others, but it always balances out. So never take your day-by-day metrics ever. But this is day 1. Well, it's kind of been running 2 days, but really 1 day. We'll say the ads stop, but 2 days of kind of overlooking everything. I'm going to come back in another couple days and then look at the insights and reports again and just keep doing this. And then I think you guys will get the idea of how to manage and take care of your campaign. And then we'll eventually switch the campaign settings from maximize clicks to target CPA, which means it sets a target for conversion, so Google knows what you're willing to spend per conversion, per phone call, per email lead, etc. So I will be back in a day or 2. All right, guys, welcome back. Okay, so we are going to do day 2 of optimizing and checking things out. I'm going to kind of go through these days kind of fast so you guys can just kind of see what I'm doing each day until I feel like you guys should get the idea of how we add ad groups, we make new ads, this is how we manage and adjust and watch and pay attention. But we still have only 1 campaign. We still have 1 ad group running. I will add another ad group soon. As you can see, guys, we got 14, which is kind of crazy that we got 14 clicks at $1.40. Like on my current campaign, it's an average cost per click, 15 bucks. So that's pretty crazy. We're going to go to conversions. No conversions today. We should have had some, but I don't know why. Let's check out the search terms, see what's kind of going on. Let's start with things that we need to remove. These are things we need to add to negative keywords. So the only ones that got, by clicks. So these are the only ones that got clicks. Unwanted furniture removal. Los Angeles junk removal, household junk removal. See, there's a lot of things we're learning in here, isn't there? Collecting junk, no. Attic sweepers, no. Motorcycle, no. So let's add these as a negative keyword to the entire campaign. But look, motorcycle. We don't want anything to do with motorcycle. This is exact match, these brackets, guys. Meaning if somebody types in junk motorcycle, it might still show up. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to our keywords. And we make sure we're in let's go to the campaign and let's go to negative keywords and let's add to the campaign motorcycle. Let's now that I think about it, what was that attic one that we added? Attic sweeping or something? Attic sweepers? Do we want to keep that? I don't know for now. I'll just keep it in the negative keywords for now. So guys, this shit takes time. I don't even know how we're getting clicks at $1. That's really cheap. That's really good. But we need to get some conversions. We're going to take a look at the landing page too. Maybe make some adjustments. But no, I mean, this looks pretty good to me. So yeah, let's just keep rocking this, guys. We're going to keep rocking this. Bid strategy is still learning. We're just going to stay with what we have. Let's check the search terms one more time. Is there anything that says, okay, junk removal? Prices is always one that I'm never quite sure. I'm finding things that say junk removal. Prices is something like, do we want people to call us when they're searching for prices? I currently do bid on junk removal prices, but those are probably more like price shoppers. So if you want to not, we could put a negative keyword for prices. But that's kind of up to you. Do you want to try to sell those people, or do you think they're window shoppers? That's something you have to kind of decide on that, guys. Junk removal company. Okay, so remember, we're keeping only junk removal keywords in this ad group. If we had other ad groups on, we would be adding keywords to that ad group. But right now, we got to select an ad group. So let's redo this. Household junk removal prices, Holloway junk removal, home junk removal company. Okay, those are the only ones that have junk removal references. These ones are already added, so we'll add as a keyword. Boom, and we'll save that. Los Angeles bulk pickup. That is somebody, refreshing. That is somebody who thinks we are free. They probably think it's the city who's going to come pick up. So we're going to add that as a negative keyword. We're going to add it to the entire campaign. When you add things to the campaign, that means all these negative keywords apply to every ad group under the campaign. And we are going to save that as a negative keyword. Now when we go down to our keywords, we can see our search keywords. We can see our new pending. Once again, guys, we need to change these to phrase match. Phrase match just means home junk removal. So somebody might type in who can do home junk removal. Sometimes you want exact match, sometimes you want phrase match. I'm using phrase match for now because somebody might type in Los Angeles junk removal prices, it'll still show up. As long as that phrase is anywhere in the sentence. So if somebody types in pee poo junk removal prices, you'd still show up. That's gives you a silly idea of how phrase match works. Exact match would mean they'd have to type that in exactly. So those are our search keywords, and here's our negative keyword list so far, guys. And we have free and cheap. Cheap is debatable. I don't know what your prices are. I don't know. Cheap is a tricky one, but for now, we'll keep cheap in there. And that was a good day in terms of clicks. And I don't know, an average cost per click, you're not going to get a lot of traffic with a cost per click of $2, but I'm surprised we got 14 clicks. But clearly, we're getting good CTR, but we're not getting any conversion yet. Anyways, guys, I will see you tomorrow or in a day or two. I'm going to manage the campaign for an entire week so you can see how I do this. All right, guys, so let's take a look at yesterday. We are still managing our campaign and we are bidding very low, so we're not going to be getting tons of clicks. We're not going to be getting tons of conversions yet. You'll see we got 8 clicks, no conversions, but let's kind of dig into why. So this is something that's going to happen to you guys. Like, you need to understand that if you're running your own campaigns, there's going to be a little bit of a learning curve and you're going to be showing up for things that you might not want to show up. It was very obvious what happened yesterday, and this is what we're going to fix. So look at yesterday's search terms, right? There are 68. Let's see what cost us money though. So, we can go by cost or we can go by clicks. Let's just start with cost. You'll see we have all these clicks right here. Impressions. So nobody clicked here, but we still want to see what we're showing up for. We're going to go through all of these. But look at this, guys. Bulk pickup, 2 clicks. That cost us $12. Bagster pickup. Los Angeles bulk pickup. What are we going to do, guys? What do you think we're going to do? We are going to go to the negative keywords. We're going to go to negative keywords, guys. We're going to add a keyword, and it is going to be bulk and bulky. Bagster. We can't put Los Angeles because somebody might type in junk removal Los Angeles, but we're going to go bulk and bulky. Yeah, let's just start with that. Campaign, select campaign, junk removal. Save. Okay. So that cost us some money, guys. So let's go back to insights, back to search terms. Bulk, junk removal Los Angeles, that's great. We got lucky with a $5 click, but that doesn't happen too often. BRG junk removal. This is something you guys got to decide. If they're looking for a certain company, are they looking for that company and they want to hire them again? Maybe they'll click our ad. We advertise on top of 1-800-GOT-JUNK. Can we steal all these other companies? $99 junk removal, $311 junk removal, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to hide cost and calculator for now because I want to be safer with you guys. So cost, calculator, pricing. So let's go back to keywords. Let's add cost, pricing, prices, calculator. We're doing phrase match, guys. So anywhere, if it calculator's anywhere in there, it won't show up. And this is stuff you guys have to kind of experiment with too and learn and figure out for your city, your county, what people are typing in. So let's add those negative keywords. Let's go to campaigns, or no, insights, back to search terms. What else are we showing? Let's go by impressions now. Let's see what we're showing up the most for. How to and how much. I think there's a how to in here. How to price. Okay, let's get rid of, let's go to negative keywords, guys. Negative keywords. Let's add how much. Maybe you can capture that buyer, right? Maybe not. Let's just get rid of those for now. And you guys could reduce some of these later. I bid on prices, cost, how much I probably bid on too. I try to get a little more volume and convert them. I could retract my spend a little and manage the campaign a little bit better. But to me, it might be worth getting that phone call and trying to convert them into a customer, possibly. So that's up to you. But if you want to be extra safe and start really tight, like poker, like, you know, some poker players play very tight, some players play very loose. It's kind of up to you. Okay, let's go back to search terms. Roll off. Let me type it up here. Roll off, where to, Reddit, prices, pricing, price, dirt. I don't recommend doing dirt in the beginning. Dirt, gravel, concrete. You can break up concrete a lot easier and put it in your truck. Concrete, probably not. How do. Okay, guys, that should cover. Oh, we got 68 results down here. Oh, we don't want scrap metal, scrap, Republic. That's waste management. Sanitation pickup. Long Beach special pickup. See, pickup is almost thinking to me free, but we're going to stick with it for now. So let's go back to keywords, negative keywords, add. Okay, so Google Ads keyword generator, phrasing that. Let's just do Google Ads. Oh, I got to put this tool in the link for you guys, huh? Just phrase match. We only want Mata phrase match for the negative keywords. All right. Save. Select campaign. All right. We got a pretty good list. The list is getting better and better. Go back to search. Oh, that's pretty. I think we've gone through all of them. Ooh, WM. Okay, so let's go back to keywords. Negative keywords. We're going to add WM. I'm pretty sure we have waste in there, and we're going to do management too, waste management. So select the campaign. So we got prices, pricing, Republic, Reddit, rental, roll off. I think we have dumpster in here too, right? Dumpster, landfill. Okay, cool. All right, guys, let's check today. I've increased our budget to $50 a day. Let's go to our campaign settings really quick. Ignore the optimization score, guys. Just ignore that for now. $10 a click. Yeah, let's just stay with $10 and see what we get, and kind of just see where we go from there today. Let's see how it goes. And that is managing campaign. I lost what day we're on. Day 2, day 3, day 4. I'll be back tomorrow. Alright guys, let's check out our ads. I haven't looked at them for the last 2 days. As you can see, we have had 10 clicks and 4 clicks today. However, we have had a conversion. It's not showing up here, so I don't know if it's going to be until tomorrow when it updates, but let's just go to today. You'll see that we closed a call from Junk Launch Google Ads, but it's not converting here. So I'm going to look into that and make another video. But for now, let's look into where the ad money is being spent over the last 2 days. I'll put the 14th too, just in case. I don't remember when I last checked this. Do that, hit apply, and let's just go to our insights, search terms, and start here. As always, guys, let's change our keywords to 500. All right, so what do we got? Okay, so this is where our money's being spent right here. We got 13 clicks here, and then we got other search terms 5. So we'll go check the keywords. But okay, we don't want to show up for Yellow Sack. Service Republic, we don't want that one. Ooh, we fixed the Republic. So let's just do, let's check yesterday, because yeah, those are. Let's try this. Republic's, I don't know why we're showing up. I'll double check Republic, but let's check what we got clicks on. We got 9 clicks, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Renting, rent and renting, hire. So renting a bin, we want to get rid of bin. So we'll add those as a negative keyword, but we're going to get rid of renting. That's a negative keyword. We'll add that to the campaign, of course. Let's do that. Let's go to our keywords, our negative keywords, and add rent, renting, borrow, borrowing, sack, bag. Add this to the junk removal campaign. And we added Republic in here. Wait, do we not? Oh, wait. Oh, look at that, guys. I spelled Republic wrong. Okay, that cost us some money. Let's go back to keywords. So instead of insights, let's just check our keywords that we got charged for. So when you get clicks under these keywords, like I said, it could be any of these phrases with junk removal, right? So that's why you want to check search terms, because Google helps you figure out what was actually searched. But let's just sort by clicks. 5 here, 8, 11, 13, 13 and 14. Yeah, so all 14 clicks. Get rid of junk removal services. Okay, good. So looking good, looking good. I do actually want to add more keywords. I've decided we're going to merge. One ad group is going to be junk pickup, junk hauling, junk removal. All of those are so related. We're going to put those into one group. Let's go to keywords, and I'm not going to go crazy on this right now. Let's finish going through these real quick. Let's see what's cost us money first. Always the clicks. 311 pick. What is 311 pickup? Oh, we do not want that. Okay, did that cost us money? How much did that cost us? That cost us $10. See, guys? So let's add as a negative keyword. I am going to go to keywords. We're going to go to negative keywords. We're going to add 311. Select a campaign. Save. Back to report search terms. And where are we at? Hire Craigslist. I wonder why Craigslist junk removal. Maybe they're looking for cheap. Yeah, I'll go ahead and keep that just for now. But I don't know. Maybe that's real. Maybe that's like too cheap. Maybe we want to get rid of the word Craigslist. Ooh, Espanol. I'm gonna just add these so I don't forget. Junk removal images, junk removal jobs, jobs near me. Cheapest I might want to do. Get rid of that. 1-800 got junk tipping. We might want to do. Get rid of those.
Athens Services. That's some other ones. I forgot about that. I don't know what Burtech is. Let's look up Burtech. We don't want Burtech. Disposal. We don't want Ed. Let's start with that real quick. Yeah, let's add negative keyword. Campaign. Save. Keywords. Negative keywords. We're going to add job. Jobs. Burtech. Edco. I thought we had disposal. Disposal. Craigslist. Selected campaign. Do you see how much work this is, guys? This is why it's good to have a company that lets you manage your own campaign on the account, because you know more about what search terms are bad and good. Athens, that's right. Let's go add that real quick. Negative keywords. We do not want Athens. Select. That's one of our waste management companies. So make sure you figure out your waste management companies, guys. All these words, all these things are really important. Insights. Because once we crank the budget, can you see how dangerous this could be? This is why it's so important to not just dive in. Some people like ClicksGeek and other ad management companies, they have a pretty good negative list and a pretty good ad group and ad settings, but we're starting from scratch. We're customizing all of this. This is garbage collection. Yep, that is a bill pay. Yeah, we don't want that. Is an actual garbage company. We'll just add that. Add this. Oh, we already. Does Got Junk charge? Yes, of course they do. We'll just add all these too. 1-800 Got Junk. I feel like we can steal their customers. Ooh, where can you take junk? No, we don't want that. App Spanish Espanol images. Okay, app Espanol. Okay, I'm just going to copy and paste these up here, okay, guys? Because I keep forgetting. App, images, Espanol, Spanish. Let's get the diacritic above here, too. Okay, that's a good app. Okay, guys, I feel like that's a pretty good list so far. Let's go to negative keywords. Let's add some negative keywords to the LA campaign. So what we're going to do is if you speak Spanish, don't do this. All right. So look, we've made our own list of negative keywords of already 91 negative keywords, and it hasn't even been a week. Do you see why this will take a month of building? And we haven't even added the other ad groups. Once we add all the other ad groups, it's going to be insane. So far, 61 clicks. This looks really bad, but I'm pretty sure the conversion tracking is not working. But I think we're almost there, guys. Give me a couple more days. And I'm going to look at the conversion tracking right now just to make sure that it's being triggered and going through, and then I'll make a video on that. But that is where we're at so far, guys. And this is normal. This is normal. You can reduce your ad spend a little. I'm doing $50 a day. I bumped it to $50 a day. You can stick with 20. I'm trying to crank it up a notch, but I'm fairly certain our landing page is good. I think it's awesome. I'm going to add some stuff to it too. I'm going to update the landing page, add some 5-star reviews, kind of tweak it up a little bit, but we are making good progress. Do not be alarmed by this number. I cranked up my budget. You should start slow, $10, $20 a day until you get the hang of it, okay? Until you're feeling comfortable. But right now, let's see how tomorrow goes. Ooh, no cost. I've never heard somebody do that. Let's go add keywords, negative keywords. No charge. All right, tomorrow is a new day. I'm feeling good. I'm gonna check my conversions. I've had like 2 or 3, so the conversions would technically be, that's really bad right now. So just give it time. We are bidding on really, oh guys, the first like 30 clicks, 40 clicks was from the search network, Google Partner Search Network, which are horrible
quality clicks, so we cannot take those numbers at face. We're going to look at from the 15th to the 16th, okay? 15th to the 16th. That is more like it. So we're dealing with these clicks right here. All the other clicks were garbage from the search network. Oh, I had to go switch into ninja mode real quick, guys. I was getting a little too hot in the flannel. But anyways, guys, we are looking good. And just trust me, Google ads take about a week, 2 weeks to start converting. Google starts placing your site higher, optimizing. And we got to also check the landing page and make sure the landing page is good. So I will be back in a couple days and we will do round 4 or 5, whatever. Peace. All right, guys, it has been a couple weeks. I had to pause the ads. I was busy working on something else, but we are back. So we're just going to go over the last 2 weeks, but you'll see that it was paused all the way. So, we have some data, all of this data and yesterday. So basically, let's just go over the search. We'll start with the search terms and kind of see what's going on. Let's just put this to 500. I like to start with clicks, what we're actually paying for. All of this looks good. This is another thing, like I told you guys, you need to decide if you want to show up for other companies. I don't mind because it gives you a chance to get another sale. But however, if it's not 1-800-GOT-JUNK, they might specifically want this company. 1-800-GOT-JUNK is an easy conversion. This could be a harder conversion, but the click was $8, $10. I'm not gonna freak out about that. But okay, contracts. We do not have contracts. Let's do phrase match contracts. This all looks good to me. 311. I guess I excluded 311. Cheapest junk colors. I don't like the LADWP. That's my city. We do not want that. Private hauling. Torrents large item. I'm gonna go with large item. So here's the thing. They're going to think it's similar to bulky item. I'm going to go with they think the city will pick it up for free. So for now, I'm going to get rid of large item. This is something you can do notes on. Maybe we can do a separate campaign and target just large item and bulky item and offer cheaper. Probably not bulky item. They definitely probably think free. But yeah. Okay, so what we can start doing is adding some of these like as exact match images, invoice template. Okay, let's get rid of invoice template. Ooh, jobs. We are not hiring. So I'm going to do the exact match too. Logo. I guess we're getting a lot of people wanting to start a business. Salary, don't want that. So what we can do, guys, is I'm going to add a lot of these as not yard signs, as exact match. So I'll show you what I mean. Or actually, maybe big item pickup. Big item. I don't like that word. We're going to also do. So let's start with that. Let's add these as negative keywords real quick. We're going to add to the entire campaign. Yep. So as you can see, it adds it as an exact match. But we're also going to add our phrase matches here. Let's go to keywords. Negative keywords. Add to the campaign. Select campaign. Boom. Okay. Let's go back to insights and reports. And I think we covered all the clicks, right? So we got most of those. Okay, so we barely got any impressions. You guys would want to go through all of this though, just to make sure. We got some people typing in Jedi junk. Ooh, 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 ooh. Searching Jedi junk. Ooh, Lancaster, that's a little far away. We don't want Lancaster. Las Vegas. So these cities we could you probably start putting in cities that you're showing up for just to. So it's a never ending process, guys. Eventually you will get it to a point where things are just pretty good. But let's go to keywords. Gonna add some more negative keywords. Lancaster, Las Vegas. So now we can go through keywords. Search keywords. So you'll see that most of our clicks over the last 2 weeks were right here. 14 junk removal phrase. So you can see how things have been going. We haul junk. Oh, let's go into the actual campaign. Hold on. Or the ad group. So we still are just running one ad group, guys. Like, I still need to do a furniture removal one and just realize you can get more traffic, but we're doing one ad group at a time, and we are getting conversions. Like, it is performing a lot better now. It just takes time. And there is some more stuff that we're going to try doing I'm like really excited about, but we're not going to do it yet. We are at, let's see where we're at today. We have spent 2 clicks, $20. And something I do want to show you guys is conversions. I actually altered the conversions for calls from ads, right? So all the phone call ones, I don't think this one will ever shouldn't be triggered, but we have landing page call extension. So I set the call length to 5 seconds and 30 days. And then same for phone call from landing page, 5 seconds. I changed the call length to 5 seconds and 30 days for the click-through conversion window because 5 seconds just makes more sense. 1 second, it could be marketers, scammers. It could be just a bad phone call. But you'll always get somebody who at least stays on for 5 seconds if it's a real phone call, because if it's a missed phone call and you miss it, that's your fault, but that still counts as a customer. So you need to make sure you're tracking conversions. But a real customer will probably wait 5 seconds. They'll get the voicemail, that total call from the ringing until hearing the voicemail, probably about 5 seconds. Then they'd hang up. Sometimes they'll leave a message, but 5 seconds is probably a safe number to determine if it's a real call. And if you look yesterday, guys, look, we actually had 2 conversions, one from the landing page extension, a call extension, and then one from a phone call. We need to have this run a little bit more. Running $50 a day in Los Angeles is really tough because we could only get like 5-10 clicks, and we're trying to get conversions. So the more money you could spend, the more data you can get, the more keywords you can start filtering out, adding negative keywords, and you probably get it by now. And let's get it out of. So far as of today, yesterday, 10 clicks. See, even though the budget was $50, Google will sometimes spend more. It'll do what it thinks is necessary. If you set it for $50 times 30 days, it'll never exceed $1,500 a month, but it might spend more in a day and then spend less the next day or whatever. But it wanted to spend more. So we got 10 clicks, 2 conversions, which is a 20% conversion, but we're still filtering here, guys. So we're seeing some progress. But like I said, it takes time, and we're going to make some adjustments that I think would be really cool on these ads. I'll add some more videos later and check back in another week. And after about another week, that'll be about a month of managing and checking keywords and making sure good keywords show up. We'll crank it up or not. We'll crank it up to like $100 a day.